We are live. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in. Going to get everything set up and ready to go here. Getting Instagram connected. But welcome on in, everybody. We are officially back. We are live once again. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in. Everything's set up. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another weekly episode of UFC Watch Parties, where we watch whatever UFC card is on. This card is Azerbaijan. Never heard of Azerbaijan until this UFC card, Baku. And yeah, it's an early start today. Prelims are already all wrapped up. 6 fights, 6 decisions. So I was not live for those, as those were kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. Not the most exciting fights I've ever seen, although they still fought. Still some good fights. A lot of strikes thrown. A lot of damage. But Tagir Ulanbekov, he's in the corner with, well, in his corner is Khabib and Islam and Umar. He got a close decision win on the prelims, so good for him. Muhammad Usman got a win on the prelims. That was pretty sick. KO put some BTA. Yes. The turtle. Oh, no, not the turtle, but KO just literally put belt to ass to Oban Elliott as a big underdog as well, coming off, I think it was like a 5-fight win streak himself. So for him to be as big as an underdog as he was in that fight, kind of crazy. Oban Elliott definitely has the hype. He'll definitely be back. But the wrestling just wasn't there. I was kind of surprised, kind of boring. Wish it was stayed on the feet. But that's the way she goes. That's the fight game, man. I'm excited for the main card here, though. If you guys watched our insider betting, salute from Chile. Salute to you. Welcome to live. We go live every week for these watch parties. So we're going to be chilling, watching the whole entire main card and placing bets and stuff. So it's going to be fun. We did our insider betting show on Thursday. If you guys didn't watch that, where we give you guys our picks for the main card. I feel confident that we're going to see some finishes. Hopefully. Let's get a finish on this main card. The first finish of the night. It could happen with Muhammad Naimov against Bogdan Grad. They're giving a preview of this fight currently on the UFC live, so I might as well give my own little preview of this fight here for you guys. We got Muhammad Naimov, who's surging right now. He's been stacking some wins, I believe. Let me actually pull up my notes here. I wrote down some good notes for the pick show that I could pull up and get into some detail about these fights here. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Usually I'm like, these lives start pretty late, and I tell everybody to have a safe, responsible evening. But I mean, it's only the afternoon, so still could win your day. If you guys haven't been doing much today, you still have time to go hit the gym, go put a smile on someone's face, do something good, leave a positive impact, get a little bit better in your own life today. That's always the goal. But pleasure to be live with you guys. Watching this one, I can't find my notes, so I'm just going to go off what I remember here. I just want to see who Muhammad Naimov's last win was against. Can Ofli, that's right. That was a banger. That was a banger. He landed his takedowns. He landed more strikes. I think it's going to be a similar affair in this one against Bogdan Grad. He's going to land more strikes on the feet. If he wants to, I don't know if it's going to be taken to the ground, actually, because Bogdan Grad is really hard to take down. 100% takedown defense accuracy, so he doesn't get taken down in fights. But I do believe that Muhammad Naimov could knock him down with a strike, land on top, and continue to just ground and pound and hopefully get a finish in this one, as it would be the first finish of the night. So I'm really hoping. Muhammad Naimov, Lion. Yes, I got him winning this one. I love when he puts on his little hat and he gets his wins. I'm riding with him. I'm riding with Muhammad Naimov. I like his fight style. He's good. He's technical. He wins fights. And he brings the pressure, man. He brings the pressure. So let's see if he can do it against Bogdan Grad, who's not necessarily like anything crazy. He is a UFC guy. His record's like 3-1, so he's not like at stake. Whoa! I turned on kick just to see if I'm live. We got hella shit popping up, little pop-ups. But all good. This fight's finally about to start. They're kicking off this main card pretty fast after the prelims. Usually you see a long break, but since every fight went to decision on this card so far, they hopped right into it. So I'm going to remove this graphic for you guys, and we're going to react to this fight. Baby, round one. Let's go Muhammad Naimov. He is in some parlays, so this is a good – let's get a good first leg hit here. My stream will be super laggy. If you guys are listening to it in the background, I'm off the tablet again. We're down on my laptop situation is not great right now. Streaming off the MacBook because my cam doesn't want to work, unfortunately. But we're going to hit some real good production steps in these next few lives. I'm looking at my own studio apartments right now, and I'm going to build out a set, get my whole setup properly set up. So stay tuned, support now while we're growing steadily. And then eventually once we take off, you guys could say, oh, we were there in the chats and stuff while these guys were still streaming on the MacBook. So it's kind of crazy. But how bad do you want it, you know? How bad do you want it? I see people who say, oh, I can't stream. I can't do this. I can't do that. I hate people with that mentality. I can't do this. I can't do that. You literally can do anything you put your mind to. So, so far, Muhammad Naimov's just kind of controlling the edge of the octagon, getting Bogdangrad to step in, and he's going to be using his counter striking here in the first to kind of feel him out, and then hopefully in the second, third round, apply some real pressure to his opponent and get that finish. Oh, nice head kick. And it rocked him. Oh, he's gone. First round for Muhammad Naimov. Wow, that was a hell of a head kick. Wow, and Bogdangrad gets a takedown. Wow, he was stunned, and he has his back, and he almost has his neck. Oh, my gosh. If Bogdangrad gets the first round finish after almost getting knocked out, that would be insane. That would be wild. Nice elbow from Naimov. I think we're going to see a little advantage from the grappling and the wrestling side from Bogdangrad. But Naimov, when they're standing and they're banging, he's counter striking. He is deadly. Look at this replay on the kick. Oh my gosh. That was a beautiful head kick. BEA, beautiful. You could have my sister, bro. Just take her, says Meep in the YouTube chat. Appreciate you, bro. What an honorable guy. This is already my favorite fight on the card so far. First fight on the main card. Glad I didn't start my live early. I wanted to be live for the turtle fight because that was a hell of a fight. But then Obon Elliott, he sold. He sold hard. It's not fun going live during a prelims card where every fight goes to decision and it lasts like 5 hours long. This one's going to be close. This one's going to be really close. Bogdangrad's winning on the grappling, the control time. He's also controlling the center of the octagon, so he's walking down Muhammad Naimov, which judges actually do score that as control time, surprisingly enough. If you're on your back foot the whole fight, even if you land like 5-10 more strikes, you're not going to win the fight because you weren't progressing and bringing the fight. So they'll give it to the other guy. But Naimov has reversed the position now. Now he's the one clinching against the cage and looking for a takedown of his own. But Bogdan Grad reversed it right back. And now he's advancing for that takedown. What Naimov needs to do is just stay away from this clinch game at all costs. This is what loses people fights. Like, he was up in this first round, and then he started to get grappling. And now he's arguably lost this first round. You can't leave it up to the judges like that. You have to be out of this position. You just don't want to be here defending a takedown for 5 minutes of a round. That sucks. So we'll see. Hopefully in this next round, he gets some good coaching in his corner. What I'd be saying to him is like, yo, you need to control the center of the octagon, because if not, you're going to get pushed back against the cage, and this guy will hold you there for the rest of the round. So if he's smart, he'll try to control the center of the octagon and just not worry about all this clinch, wrestling, grappling, and just use his striking, because he's clearly better and more sound striking than Bogdan Grad is. So believe in your striking, Naimov. Stand in the middle of that octagon and walk him down. That's your keys to victory for sure. For sure. Let me see. Fiziev, Ignacio prediction, bro. Sam, if you're still in the chat, I got Fiziev, predicted that on my show, Insider Betting, on Thursday. I just got to rock with the hometown guy. I think he's hungry. This is Ignacio Bahamondes' first time traveling outside of the country for a fight, and it's a co-main event. He hasn't been in a co-main event. His only real win in the rankings is against Jalen Turner, who said in an interview after that fight that if he fought a little harder, if he was more motivated, he could have gotten out of that submission attempt. Whether or not that's true, I don't believe that Ignacio Bahamondes has been tested by those elite guys yet. He does train with Bilal Muhammad as his main training partner, but I don't know if that's reason enough to pick him in this fight. My heart wants him to win. He's the taller guy, hard to take down. But Fiziev's not going to be going for takedowns. He's better when it's a war. He gave Justin Gaethje a good fight. I think he's going to bring another good fight here to Bahamondes. So give me Fiziev, underdog in his hometown. I love that pick. I love that pick, baby. It's just as good as how I felt against when I picked Justin Gaethje against Fiziev. Everyone's kind of saying, oh, Fiziev's kind of this. No. Trust your guys. Fiziev is my pick for that one. Oof. Let's see. Muhammad Naimov still on his back foot here in the start of the second round. He's just getting pushed up against to the cage. This is bad for Naimov, man. He's down one, and he's just getting pressured here. He's the bigger guy. He should be the one advancing this fight, but he's not. I think he's putting too much respect on this guy's name. He's got to take a shot here. I wouldn't want to get into the clinch with this guy. He's never been taken down, so you lost the first round because of that. Now you're striking with him. It's just time to walk him down, bro. Stop doing the countering. Enter first. Throw more than just one punch, because that's what he's doing right now, and actually tag him with something. So now he starts to respect you a little bit more, and it's not just constantly walking you down. They should call me coach. They should just call me coach. Naimov, I'm coming to corner you, bro. I'm on my way. Yes, Ignacio was pretty impressive in the Manuel Torres fight. That's true. That's true. I guess you're right. Like, he has had impressive performances. That spinning roundhouse kick to the head knockout is impressive. I don't think he lands that against Fiziev. There's a little too much for Ignacio yet. I think he's going to bring the pressure to Ignacio, bro. He's going to be constant. He's going to be shooting takedowns. He's going to be going for the striking. And when you mix up your game like that, it's going to be really hard for Ignacio Bahamondes to predict what Fiziev is going to be doing next. even if those takedowns aren't landing successfully, it brings your hands down to where now you're defending the takedown, your head is open. So I do feel like there's just some experience that Fiziev has that he's going to be able to exploit against Ignacio Bahamondes. So I'm excited for that fight. I actually thought it should have been the main event, being that Fiziev is from Azerbaijan, Baku. But it's not. We got Jamahal Hill versus Khalil Rountree, which is a banger fight. Light heavyweights. Those guys are warriors for sure. One of my favorite divisions, actually. Middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight. I do love the big boys. No homo. No diddy. Do like when the big boys go at it. Also welterweight. I love all the divisions, actually. Now I'm just thinking about it. I love it all. Appreciate you, Sam. Appreciate you, bye, guy. Yeah. It's going to be a good one. We still got a few more fights here. It's only the start of the main card. And so far, every fight's been going to decision. So this might be the longest UFC card in UFC history. Like, honestly, every fight going to decision might actually happen on this card. Hope Fiziev will do it. He belongs to the top. I think both guys belong up there for sure. Ignacio Bahamondes is one of the better prospects in the top 15. But I would have loved to see him against somebody else. Somebody else, not as high up as Fiziev. Maybe like a Grant Dawson, somebody who could test his wrestling, see if somebody in the top 15 could actually take him down because he does have good takedown defense. Or Ludovic Klein just came off a loss. That could have been a good fight for him as well. I just don't like the matchup for him in Fiziev's hometown. I don't know. It's a recipe for disaster, I think, but it's also something he could really create a big moment for himself and catapult himself into like the top 5, top 10. So it's a great opportunity for him. Oh, and Naimov is in on a guillotine choke here. So he's Bagdon Grad has just constantly been pressuring him up against the cage, but he's finally got in a guillotine attempt. Nothing, though. Nothing there. Bagdon Grad just gets – he's just so deep in on the takedown attempts on Naimov that it's going to win him this fight. This is going to be a big upset for Muhammad Naimov. I had him as a pretty secure pick on my parlays. This sucks. I think the last fights for Fiziev were very unlucky. The injury in the Gamrot fight, yeah, and then he had the layoff, right? Had to deal with that injury. Then come back against Justin Gaethje, who you just fought against before your injury, who bashed your face up for 5 rounds, I think it was, and then to have to fight him again for a 3-round fight and lose. And yeah, it's been a little unlucky for Fiziev, so he does want to stamp himself as still one of the top guys. And 2 Justin Gaethje fights, which were a little too early for his career. Yes. But it made Gaethje look like he's ready for the title shot, so good on Gaethje, right? People were kind of like, yo, why is Gaethje taking that fight? Fiziev, that's a big problem for no reason. But it's like he already beat him. He already mashed his face up. Obviously, he thinks he could do that again. So it was good on Gaethje to take it. Maybe like Fiziev versus Gamrot could have been cool too. That could have been a good one. If they did Fiziev versus Gamrot and Ludovic Klein versus Ignacio Bahamondes or something. I don't know, but we're here. We're getting this fight. I'm not mad about it. It should be good. But I'm just, is it going to be like, I don't know. I don't even want to compare it to something. We're just going to have to wait and see. We will just have to wait and see for that co-main event. It's the people's main event, honestly. I actually got to see Fiziev fight and Ignacio fight at UFC 313 in Vegas, where Ankalaev upset Pereira. I was at that card live. There's a whole vlog on that card on Inside Fighting YouTube. So if you guys want to check out my event vlogs, there's going to be way more to come. Go check out our Inside Fighting YouTube. I'm also live on that as well right now. Which fighters, if any, from the PFL could come to the UFC? and be at the top 5 fighter? Absolutely zero, unfortunately. Absolutely zero, bro. I do not believe in these Bellator guys. They come in and they get mashed up every single time. That's why I'm not looking forward to the feature fight on this card. Well, I am looking forward to it. That's just, I didn't say that right. It's not even the feature. It's Tofik Muzakiev versus Moteka Orlobai. Sorry, I'm just so trash with names. But that fight, it's another Azerbaijan guy, and he's from Bellator and other promotions, and he's coming in. We'll see how he does. He's not even up against a ranked opponent, so we'll see how he does. He has hype. He's the underdog. We'll see how he does. I was in the ring. I was one of the ring announcers for Fernando Vargas Jr. card 2 weeks ago. I'm only 9. I'm the youngest ring announcer in the world. Killer Cam, bro. I actually did check out your page. You're an absolute beauty, bro. Keep pushing. Keep believing in yourself, bro. That's all you need. All you need is yourself to believe in you, and you could accomplish anything you put your mind to, bro. I genuinely believe that. And you're killing it, too. You got the personality. You got the voice. Just continue to put yourself in good situations, bro. Make the most of them. And there's no telling where you could excel to, bro. Keep pushing, bro. That's awesome. That's a lot of people's dreams. And, you know, he's a 9-year-old kid living a lot of people's dreams. So thank you. I'm working with MLB now. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. If we don't follow you already, I'm definitely going to hit you with a follow after this. For sure. Oh, that's really cool, bro. Yeah, we got in our interviewer, our main reporter, Mike Owens, is going to be in International Fight Week in Vegas this weekend. Or not this weekend. He flies in on Tuesday, I think, next week. Tuesday or Wednesday. So he's going to be out there getting us hella interviews, which will be nice. You don't, LOL. I was supposed to do UFC press media for UFC Kansas City, Ian Gary versus Carlos Pratas. But our other coworker also applied for the press pass for that event. So we had 2 press passes. Didn't really make sense for both of us to go. But it was cool just seeing my name cage side at a UFC event that I was supposed to be there. So that was pretty cool. We're going to continue to take this up the production. I'm moving into my own spot soon and just going to really take this streaming stuff to the next level. I'm streaming off a MacBook. They say right now, oh, I hate people who say this. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Bro, if you want it bad enough, you will find a way to figure it out. I have this expensive camera. It's not working. My laptop's cooked. I got this podcast mic. Doesn't work because my camera's cooked or my laptop's cooked, but we're still streaming. No excuses. Vibe's still high. We're still enjoying ourselves on this Saturday afternoon, baby. Nothing like a little Saturday afternoon UFC fights. Start the day off right. Probably hit the gym after this. Make some more food. And kill the day, bro. Win the day. Win the day today, guys. Do something that makes you a little bit better than you were yesterday today. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. So disappointed in this fight, just kind of like how I've been disappointed with all these fights so far. It's a striker against somebody who can strike, but is better at grappling than the other guy. So they just grapple the whole fight and win the fight. It's unfortunate. But another decision. Wow. What a card so far. 7 decisions in a row. Wow. So much fun. I'm having a blast watching these cards, these fights. This is the card of the year. I'm trying to figure out why I got this shadow. Maybe it's my mic. I'm going to take this down. Look at this big old podcast mic, man. Crazy. Put that over here. So now hopefully I don't have a shadow on my face. Or is this the shadow the whole time? Yep. Fuck. Didn't have to take that down. So Muhammad Naimov, thinks he won the fight. He's on top of the cage, pumping up the crowd. But, bro, you just got wrestled for 15 minutes. So I'm curious to see what the significant strike totals were at for this fight, or what Verdict MMA puts out on their page. I'd like to think that Muhammad Naimov made it close with the striking, but he just didn't do enough. He didn't do enough, man. He was just getting controlled with the clinch, and that's how you lose fights in the UFC, man. That's how we saw the inevitable end of Jose Aldo against Mario Batista. And then Ayman Zahabi had to do him how he did him. Shout out Zahabi, though, Canadian. So not really mad at that, to be honest. Let's see. Hey, bro, how are you? How long have you been doing streaming? Sorry, I didn't see your chat until 5 minutes later. Probably not in the live anymore. But I'm doing good. I've been doing this content stuff with Inside Fighting for a while now. Probably over 6 months. But the streaming stuff, actually probably around the same amount of time. I do watch parties every week and a pick show every week. But I want to start doing even more. So once I get my laptop fixed here, I'm going to get my camera and everything. The production stepped up this next month. And then inevitably, I'll move into my own spot. Really have a crazy production there. I won't be living with anybody else, so I'll be able to express myself and react to these fights as just like myself, complete self. Right now, I kind of hold back, people in the other room. I don't want to disturb too much, but I do want to do this and continue doing this. So definitely toss this live to somebody you know. That would be sweet. What's good, my man? Who you got winning main event? Jamahal Hill. Jamahal Hill never lost this title, boys. Muhammad Naimov won that fight. Whoa! I didn't think Muhammad Naimov was winning. Whoa! I didn't think Muhammad Naimov was winning. Sorry, bro. Sorry, the dude. I didn't think he won that fight. I guess he did enough with the striking. I'm gonna look at the significant strikes for this one. Sorry, I'm totally ignoring your question there. I don't mean to be. Oh wow, Bogdangrad did land 25 to 16 more significant strikes. He landed 2 takedowns. Muhammad Naimov landed 0 takedowns. I don't know how they gave this one to Muhammad Naimov. That is a crazy robbery from Bogdangrad, who had the perfect game plan, who executed everything perfectly and still didn't win that fight. That is incredible. Good for Muhammad Naimov, as I was bigger on his career than I was Bogdangrad, but that is a straight robbery, bro. I don't know how to feel about robberies in the UFC. It's just so bad. Main event, Jamahal Hill never lost his title. He only had to vacate because of an Achilles injury. He's still 4th ranked in the division. Yes, he went out bad to Alex Pereira, but now all the MMA fans are doing MMA math, which is pissing me off, because even Khalil Rountree is doing the MMA math and doesn't think that he's going to get touched in this fight, because I went 4 rounds with Alex Pereira. He knocked you out in the first round, so I'm going to absolutely dominate this guy, and I'm way better than this guy just because he got KO'd in the first to a guy that I didn't get KO'd until the 4th. Jamahal Hill is, I think, better than Khalil Rountree in just about everywhere. Yes, his striking might not be as Muay Thai technical as this guy, but man, does he bring the fight. He's going to bring the pressure. If it goes to the ground, he's good. In the clinch, he's got nasty knees. He's just as nasty of a striker as Khalil Rountree is. Believe it or not, you will see it tonight. I do believe Khalil Rountree will be bloodied up in this fight. I like Jamahal Hill as an underdog. He's one of these guys that when he's an underdog, the underdog runs faster. He's hungry. I believe, bro. I don't know why people give him such a hard time. I get he makes excuses or whatnot in his interviews. He kind of plays into the fans' opinions on him. But I like that. I like that. You don't need to be sweet poster child as a UFC fighter. You don't need to be a Michael Chandler, You don't need to be these guys. You could just be yourself, be a badass, be an asshole, and that's someone that Jamahal is. But he's also a sweetheart, bro. If you know the Sweet Dreams, he's a good guy. He has a cute dog. named Achilles. He got it after his surgery. He's a stand-up guy. I'm big on Jamahal Hill, always have been. Give me Jamahal Hill in the main event. Not anything against Khalil Rountree, but I'm also seeing like the custom shorts curse is something in my mind, because like we've seen Volkanovski get the custom shorts, get knocked out. We've seen people get the custom shorts, Izzy get knocked out. But then you see the Max Holloway get his shorts. You see it opposite. Like, I don't know. Everything's leaning me towards Jamahal Hill. I forgot it was an early start in the States. Just looked up the card results so far, and they have all gone to decision. Yes, sir. The most pumped, hype card of the year, dude. 7 decisions in a row. Grappling in every fight. It's just been, wow. It's just been on the edge of my seat this whole time, bro. The custom shorts of Khalil are fire. I'm not going to lie. They got the valleys of Vegas with his Muay Thai tattoos. Hey, Tyler, liking the live. Let's go. Let's go, Tyler. Thank you, bro. I do like when fighters get custom shorts. I just think it's like their focus in fights should be the fight, bro. And sometimes they do too much behind the scenes during the lead up to a fight. And I think Khalil Rountree is doing that, man. He's doing too much in the media. He's doing too much with the fans. He's doing too much with these shorts, dude. And I think his ego is just through the roof. Let's see him prove it tonight, you know? Shit. Where else are you live? I'm live on Kick. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. And I'm live on X. So we're live on a bunch of platforms right now. I know my setup's not the craziest. We're streaming off a MacBook Pro. But honestly, if I could just get on here, show people that what it's to stay consistent in the content creation game as well. You just got to stay consistent. You can't say I can't do something because you don't have the expensive equipment. We're going to build into that. We're still growing our page inside of fighting. And I do believe in this platform to take off and lead as one of the best UFC interviewers and news pages in the game. I do believe that could be us. So we're going to continue applying pressure. We got a reporter going to Vegas this week for International Fight Week. As I mentioned, he's got like 30 interviews lined up. TikTok username is just Inside Fighting, brother. Same as our Instagram there. YouTube Inside Fighting, and then Kick, it's just Cody Talks. But I might switch my... Wowza! Muhammad Ali is down for the count. 1, 2! Get back up, Ali. Get back up. You know what it is? I got like this heavy-ass thing that keeps holding my posters down because it's weighing my posters down. Taped up. I don't want to use nails on my wall, so we're just going to drop that too. Muhammad Ali versus Jake Paul. Who do you guys have in the prime? Jake Paul versus Ali in their primes. Who are you guys taking? Jake Paul or Muhammad Ali? Both in their primes. Who are you taking? Give me the GOAT. Give me the GOAT. El Gallo Dorado. Jake Paul. Yeah, maybe not. Probably wouldn't bet that one. Ali, yeah, there we go. We got one commented. There we go. That's the right answer, bro. You definitely know your stuff. You definitely know your stuff, bro. There's a reason I don't have a Jake Paul poster behind me. Let's just say that. Although I do think he beats Chavez Jr., which will be a setup fight for him to go fight for a title, which is pretty crazy when you look at the times we're in. It feels like a simulation sometimes. Jake Paul fighting for a WBC title, maybe before 2026, is absolutely absurd. It is actually absurd. If he knocks out Chavez Jr., Julio Chavez Jr. He's gonna get a belt shot. He's gonna. Oh, whoa! Some of my UFC fighters fell down too. You may see a lot of UFC fighters be opening these, and doing ad reads for these toys. Shout out to Millions. They also hooked it up. We did a collab stream, and I got to shout out their toys too, which is pretty cool. I got some good pulls. I got Conor McGregor, Max Holloway, John Jones, Israel Adesanya, Amanda Nunes. They're cool toys. They're cool. They got like the little designs on them and shit. Won't see this guy ever fight again, tell you that for free. Unless it's in a club or against a girl or something. Unfortunate, the fall off of some of these top guys. I'd love to see Conor fight in dirty boxing, or he probably wouldn't do that. I'd love to see Conor fight in bare knuckle. Give him Eddie Alvarez. Give him Jeremy Stevens. That would be so badass. Just to see him fight, man. He's just so... He'll post a video of him doing hill sprints and working out and training, and then 2 days later, you'll see him in the club just getting completely sloshed up. Do you follow any local promotions around your home? Unfortunately, I'm from Winnipeg, bro. I'm from Canada. There's not real much MMA scene going on here. We do have a fighter called Brad Katona, but unfortunately, he got removed from the UFC roster. So I'm not sure how much UFC talent is coming out of my city, unfortunately. But there still is great mixed martial arts centers here in our city. We got boxing, a lot of boxing centers, a lot of jiu-jitsu, and I know there's kickboxing places and stuff like that. I do see some people taking advantage of that. But yeah, in my city, in my country, how I grew up, other things were more important than fighting. Like we were big into playing hockey and soccer and football, and I played football myself for 8 years. I played in BC, I played in my city, but I never got into fighting. Yeah. Brad Katona beat up a dude that started where I'm from. Garrett Armfield is from Missouri. Hated to see Brad beat him. And then I bet you I was watching that fight like, yes! Yes! That's hilarious, bro. Sorry for you, obviously, but yeah. Raiden! Yes, UFC is on. Yeah, it started early. 7 decisions in a row. 7 decisions in a row, bro. It's been boring. I've actually been watching this card, and yeah, it's had me on the edge of my seat. I'm just kidding. No, I'm from Winnipeg. I'm from Winnipeg. I'm chatting with somebody over on TikTok Live right now. He says that he was like, what MMA promotions are near you and stuff? I'm like, not much, because I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. How far am I from Branson? What is that? Is that in the States? Or from Brandon? Brandon's not too far, but Branson, I don't know where that is. But yeah, I'm from Canada. So really growing up, I wasn't into mixed martial arts, not really big mixed martial arts gyms in Canada. I was playing football. I played for 8 years. I ruptured my Achilles. I went into videography and photography for like artists and athletes and clubs and shows. So I did that, networked a bunch while I was injured. Did sales, door-to-door sales for 2 years. Moved to Toronto for that. And then started building this up with a buddy. And now I'm making content at home, which is way sicker than anything I've done in my life. So I love it. I was going to give you a ticket if you were nearby. No! I'm going to be doing something soon. I know you got your slap fight this next Saturday, right? Or next Friday, maybe, at Fountain Blue, where we met, bro. So I'm excited to see you. Oh, the guy on TikTok says he's 20 minutes from Branson. So that's cool. On the local scene, was stoked to see him make it. Yeah. I love when people from local scenes are just like fans of the sports. You see them in the stands. You ask them, yo, you an MMA fighter? They're like, yeah. Then a year from then, you see them fighting in the big promotion, and you're like, wow, congrats. That guy put in the work. I'm not on the card, unfortunately, but big things are coming. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to be in Vegas. We have our our lead reporter going, just because he has so many interviews lined up with fighters for International Fight Week, which I wouldn't be able to plan. I don't have relationships with fighters like that. So this is his chance. I've been to Vegas before, so this is his chance to go out and see it for himself. And he's going to have a blast out there too. And I'm just going to be the guy getting everything sent to, posting it up, making the captions and all that. Anything you guys see go up on Inside Fighting, that's all done by me. Yeah, this is my baby right now, so we're trying to grow this bad boy. And production will be stepped up in the weeks to come. I promise you guys that. I'm looking at my own apartments right now. My laptop's broken, so I can't connect my professional camera and mic, but that's no reason to say I can't do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to, and with the content especially, you got to stay consistent. So even though I'm streaming off a MacBook right now, that's no excuse to just not go live. Julius Walker is the last guy from our local promotion to make it to the UFC. Got beat by Manyfield. Keep up the hard work, man. We appreciate the content and interactions. The dude, I got to meet Julius Walker in his I was at the Fighter Hotel in Seattle for that fight. And I met him in the elevator, and we were just talking to him after his fight because I think he still won a bonus in that fight. So I was just giving him his creds and stuff and asking him what's next for Henry Cejudo and that whole situation. But he was a really chill guy. Julius is a really cool, down-to-earth guy, man. Really cool guy. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow. I didn't think Moda would be putting on the gas like this against Sadikov. I thought it would be the other way around. We didn't even break down this fight just because I've been loving chatting with the chat here. But it's weird that we got UFC starting at this time for sure. Usually I tell everybody to have a safe, responsible evening, but the day is still here. So go out, win the day, go to the gym, tell somebody you love them, and make the most. Enjoy your day, you know, guys. We got a lot of day left today. Make the most of it. You know, tomorrow's never promised. Dude. Yeah, Julius, that was cool to see him and meet him. Decent fight right now. What's this guy's name? Mohammed Moto or something? Nicholas Moto. Just heavy with his hooks right now. He's throwing those things to kill. I could see somebody falling in this fight, but I've also said that for the past few fights, and every fight's been going to decision, so can't get too hype over a few exchanges here on the feet. Although it is exciting. Knees now from Sadikov, bringing the pressure to Moda. Wow. Back and forth here in the first round. Although Moda's a little bit edged on the striking. Striking counter. Ooh, nice head kick. These two are technical with their striking, man. This is really good. Really good fight. Really good fight so far. And Sadikov in on a deep shot against Moda, but that did not land. I'm pretty sure Moda's takedown defense is really, really good. So that's going to be hard to land. That will be hard to land. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm trying to think of what to make or what to eat today. I only had a smoothie. I made a smoothie for my breakfast. Get those good nutrients from a banana and some fruits and some yogurt. But now I'm like hungry and I want something to eat. I'm not sure what to eat. Oh, nice elbow. 2 elbows at the bell. Wow. You got to sneak in some damage. You weren't doing anything to him for the first round. I'm working trying to get out for the day. Let's see if I'm better than Bisping or Rogan. I'm working trying to get out for the day. Let's see if you're better than the fight companions and the commentary. Bro, I hate the commentary sometimes on these cards. Like DC just be yapping. I'm so happy to see that he's not yapping on this one. Wearing my Inside Fighting inspired G-string and smoking a joint while watching this makes it hit so much harder. Respect, dump butthole, for wearing your Inside Fighting G-string and smoking while watching. That is real love, bro. I wish everybody was wearing that. We send those out to all viewers, all subscribers who like the stream. So if you guys want your Inside Fighting G-strings, just make sure you like the stream and subscribe. Damn, Butthole, I appreciate you for saying that, bro. We appreciate all the love, everybody who comes into the stream and just says anything nice. So that is funny as fuck, actually. Respect to you, bro. Appreciate it. Bubba, yeah, it's I don't know, man, something new. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he could tell you more about that. I don't know. But we're in the second round of Moda versus Sadikov. This is the second fight on the main card. I did predict Sadikov to win in impressive fashion. He knocked out Urslam Bonfim. I believe that's how you say his name in the first round in his last fight. But now here he's getting pressured. He's getting attacked. I thought he was going to look just as good as he did in his last fight, get another first round knockout. But man, it might come late. It might go to decision. I'm just not sure now. Who do I got, Rountree or Hill? I'm predicting Hill to win that one. I'm a big Hill guy. He never lost his title. He ruptured his Achilles, and then unfortunate events. He fought. He was supposed to fight this Khalil fight long time ago, and Khalil just went through a massive war. You know what's worse? People are saying, "Oh, I'm picking Khalil Rountree because he went 4 rounds with Pereira." He got permanent brain damage from that fight. His face, he's got permanent scar tissue now that's going to get reopened. Jamahal Hill getting knocked out in the first might be a blessing in disguise. You know, he's coming back with a vengeance. I do believe. And after his fight with Yuri Prochazka, I do believe that he wants to be next for the title. And with the win here, I think he's next in line because Yuri's in school. Alex Pereira is going to be doing his rematch. But after that rematch, who's next in line? It's got to be Jamahal here after a win. G-strings are not new, like a thong. Yeah, they're just like very thin. Yeah. I'm just going off emotions. I guess I don't like him. Won't just accept. I guess I don't like he won't just accept the Alex losses. I guess that's a lot of reason why. That's enough reason for a lot of people to hate on him. He gets a lot of hate. Fans don't necessarily like him because of how he responds to losses, but he's kind of just feeding into the UFC fan base. You know, he wants to get he's kind of rage baiting. Yeah, Bubba Butts, it definitely is gay, but we don't discriminate here. If that's what a bro wants to wear to enjoy his day and to enjoy his live streams, then that's what he does. Bro just got slept bad. Then my stream is behind. Then my fucking stream is behind. Oh, Sadikov, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was hoping for. Sadikov, impressive KO. That was my prediction. I have a lot of Jewish friends who literally roast themselves all the time. It's hilarious. The self-deprecating humor is pretty funny. But I myself am Christian. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! No, for real though. Did I really miss this knockout? Or are you just pulling me? You pulling my hair here? Oh man, they are throwing in the second round. Elbow, 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 right hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. This fight's getting really good. Really, really good. Let's see what the IG chat's saying. Nothing much. Okay. It happens in the second. Well, we got a minute left here in the second, so minute 50. Damn. I gotta switch my I'm on a streaming site right now. I'll switch over to Sportsnet. So we're more in sync there. But man, this is the fight of the night for sure. This is the fight of the night for sure. Oh, Sadikov, man, he's looking really good. It took him a second. It took him a second from that first round. But man, he is bashing him up now. I'm telling you, Sadikov is the truth, man. Watch him get knocked out. Watch him get knocked out. They're both throwing, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, to the body. Damn. This is a good one. This is a really good fight, man. I'm sorry I'm so behind for you, but We'll fix that. We'll fix that. Oh my gosh! And then Moto's up with the uppercuts. Whoa. Whoa. Get him off the fence, bro. Why are you just holding him against the fence? You have so much damage in this fight. You'll put on 50 strikes in the second round. Just push him off, land an elbow, get the KO. That's probably what's going to happen, right? Nice, nice. Oh, yes. Oh, I was waiting for it, bro. I was waiting for it. What a KO. Finally, we're done with the decision hole, the deep, deep depression of decisions. We're back. Hats off to brother fighters. Hats off to brother fighters. Hats off to the fighters out there for sure. For sure. No, that dude lives in the future. If he's that far ahead in the stream. He must be, bro. He must be. That guy must be living in the future there. He might be at the event actually live. I'm on Sportsnet too. What the hell? I think I am a little delayed though. Let me respond. Refresh this. Yeah, I was delayed. I was delayed. That close-up slow-mo was sick. I was really like watching it live. You already spoiled it kind of, but I'm not mad at that. I was just hoping for him to push him off against that cage and go for that knockout because he did all the damage in the round. So I'm happy that he finished the fight. He deserved to get the KO there. I predicted this on my Thursday betting show that he was going to get the knockout. So tune into that, guys. Like, might be the best UFC fight of 2025. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. We've seen some absolute battles. We've seen some absolute battles this year. I disagree. But great knockout. Great knockout. Yeah, I mean, could you yeah, I don't know about that. Just look at what Paddy Pimblett did to Michael Chandler. How do you even compare that? When it was like the first round, he lost the first round. If he dominated or had the type of performance he put on in the second round during the first round, and it was just flawless, then yeah. Look at who's in his corner though. Look at that corner, man. John freaking Wood, Merab Dvalishvili, and that older guy that I always forget his name, but he's a freaking veteran of the game, man. An elite corner. This guy is an elite striker. But as we saw, we've seen a little bit of holes in his game with the grappling there. Yeah, Yair Rodriguez in the crowd. Next to fight for the title, probably, even though he's only got, I don't think he's won a fight, or he only has one fight win in like 2-3 years against somebody coming off of Bellator in a 3-round fight. So give him a title shot. First, Nicholas Mota reminded me of the old school UFC. Two guys going after it like gladiators. I'll give you that. That is true. This 100% fight of the card so far. And you're right. The way that these two were just standing and banging, it did kind of give a veteran UFC feel. This UFC fight night got the best energy it's had in a while. I also kind of agree with that. You see that you could hear the crowd cheering in the prelims, loud on their feet. It just sucks that these fights have all been decisions, bro. 7 decisions in a row is nasty work. Nasty work. I got spoiled my first UFC card when I went in person. It was UFC Seattle. 7 finishes in a row on the prelims. All the prelims had finishes, and then the main card, we saw Gene Silva get a finish, knockout. Like, that was an incredible card to be at live. And the many field fight performance of the night bonus to those fighters, that was insane. So yep. Great fight. Tafik Mozayev. This is a good one. This guy's coming off of another promotion. I'm not sure if it's Bellator or one, but he's coming off of another promotion here. So he's making his UFC debut against this guy. Looks like a freaking Neanderthal. Let me pull up a picture of him just so you guys can see this guy's head shape. And yeah, tell me if you agree. This guy looks like a freaking. This guy on the right here, or Lobby, or Lobi, or Lobi. I'm so bad with names. I'm not the next Bruce Buffer. I'll tell you guys that for free. Just look at this guy's head shape, though. Just Neanderthal. He is going to win this fight, I think. Tafik is an underdog here. Look at him in the Bellator shorts. We did get a question in the chat earlier that said, who do you think from Bellator would be able to compete at the top 5 level in UFC? And I just said literally no one. And this guy's going up against an unranked guy, and I bet he still loses. You know, when these fighters come in and face warriors from the UFC level, it's just different, man. Orlabi, his last fight, Orlabi, was insane. Fight of the year, I think it won. He lost that fight, but man, did he look like a warrior in that fight. So I'm riding with Orlabi to get his comeback win against this guy, but a sub play from Tafik might be a play too, because I don't know how. I'm just gonna try it. No, I'm not. I'm so bad with names, dude. I think the guy on the right isn't that great in wrestling. That's what I said. But if we just don't know how Tafik is going to be with the wrestling at this level, I don't know. I think I got 2 predictions on this fight, and it's either a Lobby by decision or Tafik by submission. We're having a little event in our boxing gym, and I need to fight someone 29 pounds heavier. Whoa! That's a CTE kind of competition right there. No, there's weight classes for a reason, bro. Don't do it, bro. Just don't do it. Just say no. Sometimes in life, it's okay to say no. You don't want to damage yourself in a fun sparring sesh in the gym for no reason. You want to just. Some people don't even spar, bro. It's just not worth it. How old are you? Especially when you're young and you're still developing. Your brain doesn't stop fully developing until you're 25, bro. So if you're, and I can tell you from experience in football, man, I've had to sacrifice like a month in my room to darkness with a concussion. So it's not worth it at a young age to put your brain at risk like that. I'm 15, bro. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it to fight somebody that much heavier than you. That's just me looking out, bro. Just continue hitting the bag, you know. Once you hit that little growth spurt that you're about to hit, I didn't hit mine until my senior year of high school. So, and that was with me, like protein shakes, whey protein, Cree. Like I was really trying to build myself my senior year once I was finally growing into my full, like my height and my everything. So don't rush the process, bro. Don't rush the process. Be smart, make the right decisions, take your time, improve daily, eat good, and yeah. In a few years, those people who are 29 pounds heavier than you, 30 pounds heavier than you, they're not going to want to fight you because of all the experience you got. They're not right now. They're kind of looking, oh, I'll fight him. He's 15. He wants to step in with me, poke him around a bit. Don't give in to that shit, bro. It's the worst. That is the worst. Bet you might beat their ass still, but I know you as fighters, we got this self-confidence in ourselves, but I'm here to tell you to just hit the bags, brother. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint and weight class. One bag to your head and you'll never be the same. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Go look into some of the boxers who have suffered brain damage and football people who get paralyzed. And it's a scary game out there with brain health, man. So I really do preach mental health, and yeah, just stay on your A game, stay in the gym. But when somebody wants to step up, for you to step up and fight a bigger guy, or coach is saying let's have you spar this guy who's just has more experience and stuff than you, just don't do it, bro. Just say, coach, hey man, I know you want me to take these chances, but it's not worth it. Don't move. Muhammad Ali's behind you, and I think he's gonna attack. Bro, my poster actually did fall down. He was down for like an 8 count. I had to help him up. But that's actually the GOAT. That's actually Jake Paul. That's a Jake Paul poster behind me. I don't know who Muhammad Ali is. I don't know. I'm not from that generation, I don't think. Learn to fight on the mat first, lads. Eat clean, drink water, and then working on to moving to striking. I agree, bro. I know I read that like I'm dyslexic, but I am not. I just don't have my glasses on because I lost them in Vegas, and I still haven't ordered new ones. So when I'm reading that stuff like that, bear with me, guys. Yeah, man, it's a marathon. The marathon continues, like Nipsey said. If you've dealt with a concussion or anything serious like that, it will teach you quick that you don't want to mess around like that. And boxing is just constant head attacks. So you do constant head attacks for 30 years, you're going to be suffering the consequences of that when you're older. It's fun now. It's fun being the guy when you're young who can beat up anybody. But then you turn into a Tony Ferguson. So it's give and take. It's give and take. That's the way I like it. See, even the chat agrees, man. Even the chatty. Shout out to Spurge. My guy. Oh man, I can't wait. Let me see if this guy got back to me on an apartment viewing. I want to get my own studio space bad. Boxing is kind of fun, but unless when you think about it, MMA fighting will mess you up. Okay, Streets, the CTE. Yeah, man. Any type of fighting will have some effect, bro. I've been in street fights. I've personally had people, this is embarrassing to say, act like goofs in downtown of my city while we're outside of clubs, and then I get mistaken for the guys acting like a goof when I'm the one trying to settle it, and then I get clocked in the back of my head, and then I'm almost knocked out, and then I'm not feeling the same for a week or 2 weeks. So you don't want that shit to happen to you. Yeah, I've also been on the other side of that where I've clean knocked somebody out, not behind their head or anything, but just like fighting in general. It's just, I try to stay away from it, to be honest. I try to put myself in better situations. I have a lot of homies who do the boxing gyms and stuff like that, but they're not taking fights. You know, they're not taking fights. They're just doing it to train. Fighting's a different game, man. I respect all fighters. That's why I love this sport. That's why I love watching this sport. It's so commendable. I'm gonna start wrestling in a few years. Wrestling, yes, bro. Take advantage of that in high school for sure. Those kids had like crazy strength, bro. Like crazy strength when I was in high school. I was focused on playing football, but when I throw down with some of these wrestling guys just for fun, they would toss me, bro. They would literally toss me. So learning your mixed martial arts when you're young, it will build you self-confidence. It will make you, just all around a more confident person. So take advantage of it, bro. Keep grinding. But just because you know wrestling and you know boxing and you know these things doesn't mean you have to fight. You know, you use that as like with great power comes great responsibility. I had role models when I was younger who were they were like licensed as a legal weapon. So if they even touched you or anything, it's like issued as assault for how deadly they were in the gym and shit. It's just crazy. You could literally get to that level. And that's like, ain't nobody touching you. It's pretty cool. I love the UFC. Tafik Muzayev versus Maidekbek or Labai. I think Tafik coming from Bellator or from whatever other promotion he's coming in from, making his UFC debut, his best way to win this fight is going for grappling and a submission win. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of that on this fight card so far. So hopefully he stands and bangs, but I hope he watched Orlabai's last fight that he had. And if I was watching that fight, I wouldn't want to stand and bang with this guy. We're going to see. Could be early. It could go to decision for Orlabai. Or Tafik could get a submission here. He's from Azerbaijan, Baku. So the second fighter, I believe, that we're seeing from the hometown fight on this card. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for a finish. I don't care who gets it. Let's see another wicked finish here. I know I just yapped a lot to you, Drew, or do, but take what you will from that. Yeah, bro. Keep grinding. I believe in you, bro. If your dream is to go to the UFC, if your dream is to be a fighter, don't stop believing in that dream. Don't let anybody tell you against that dream. Make it possible, bro. Believe it, speak it, achieve it, bro. Okay, we're about to be in round one here, so I'm going to remove this graphic. Who's my favorite fighter? It was Israel Adesanya. I started watching the UFC around 2018 when he first won his belt, and it was just dominant. And I really liked Suga as well. I like the strikers, the elite strikers who put on elite striking performances and get KOs and dominant performances. But unfortunately, both those fighters fell off, kind of. Israel Adesanya has lost me $5,000 in his last fight. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. I really believed in him, and now I will never believe in him ever again. We'll say that. I like Alex Pereira. I got to take a photo with him. My favorite fighter would have to be. I like Gene Silva. Gene Silva's my dog, Mara. Gene Silva's my favorite fighter. I know he just came off the Dana White Contender Series, still in his first 2 years of the UFC, so it's good to see him coming to the top. Imagine him versus Diego. Imagine him versus Alex Volkanovski. Imagine him. I like Gene Silva, man. I'm a Gene Silva stan. Okay, so Orlabai got him on the ground within the first minute here. Already looking to lock up arm triangle choke, I believe this is. I believe that he's looking for an arm triangle choke. Yeah, mine is Demetrius Mighty Mouse, but I hated the UFC treated him. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. He should be talked about as one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like how John Jones is hyped up from Dana White is how Demetrius Johnson should be hyped up. But he's not, unfortunately. And now he's doing a podcast with MMA Guru. But, he's even more ripped than he ever was in the UFC now. He's treating his body like a true professional still in the gym, like weightlifting and bodybuilding, which is also great, bro. I know a lot of fighters don't go into the weight room and don't really grow their muscles and stuff like that because they're so dialed in on their cardio and their training. But I'm telling you, once you hit 17, 18, bro, that's when you're really going to want to, when your body's growing, that's when you're going to want to start going in the gym and touching those weights, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Right now, 15, 14, it's not going to put much muscle on you. Unfortunately, just because your body is still growing. So you don't want to start lifting too early and it stunts your growth. But once you are growing, step into the gym, take it slowly. I didn't hop in the gym. I was lifting the bar in high school. I was that guy. I was lifting the bar in the high school while all the seniors were taking roids and getting scholarships. I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. I want to be like those guys. But I took my process very slow and natural, and I didn't take any cheats, and I just made it work with hard work. Long days, hard work. That's how you got to make anything work in life. Self-belief, commitment, discipline, routine, and you'll make it, bro. You'll make your shit come true. I didn't think I was going to be able to play at the level of football that I was playing at. Wow, great defense. But I was just through hard work, and I was disciplined. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. But now that my life is more chill and I work from home and I'm a creative, I don't really have that motivation to go as hard as I did in the gym. But I am going to hit the gym today. It's only 2-3 o'clock right now. There's no excuse. We got a whole day ahead of ourselves. So let's get better today. Let's work today. And yeah, tell somebody you love them. Weight and calisthenics is the best. Calisthenics is crazy hard. Yeah, you're going to get ripped doing that. You're going to get very lean doing that. You're going to get very lean, which for boxing is good. You don't want to lose your speed. But when you're wrestling, and some of these wrestlers are just thick boys, thick men, they got a different level of strength, bro. It's scary. When they hold on to you, when they grab a hold of you, it's different. But yeah, if you're putting in the work, whatever kind of work, especially weighted calisthenics at your age, that's so far ahead of what any other 15-year-olds are doing, playing Minecraft all day, eating chips and drinking pop all day. So you're killing the game, bro. You're killing the game. You stay consistent. There's no stopping you, bro. I'm dead serious. When I was 15, I was playing Call of Duty Ghosts. I was in a clan playing Call of Duty Ghosts. That's what I did every day when I was 15. And I was watching WWE. I wasn't even watching UFC when I was 15. I wasn't even into fighting, really. My parents wouldn't let me watch it. It was banned. It wasn't allowed in my house. But then, man, when I turned 18, I started watching UFC. I started catching up on all these veteran fights. I was like, damn, I missed out. I love this shit. So I'm very blessed. I've been watching like every UFC card since I was like 18. So to be doing it live now and stuff, it's pretty cool. Oh, Arlabai might be going for a Kimura. Oh, he's screaming. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Call it. Call it. Tap, bro. First round submission for a lobby. I thought Tafik would have had a better submission attempt there. Or lobby. I love this guy. I love this guy. That was a nice submission, bro. Literally locked up that Kimura so crazy. Twisted it back. You saw Tafik's face go, ah! And then got it in. That was crazy. That was good. Yeah, no spoilers for this one. I can't wait for the main event. I know people love coming spoiling the main event, bro. It happens every week. Curtis Blades or Rizvan? You said Rizvan. No, I did not. I don't know if you're still in the chat on Instagram, but I have yeah, it sucks for Tafik, unfortunately, in his debut. But this is what happens when Bellator people come to UFC, man. They get mashed up. It sucks, but it happens every time. I got Curtis Blades. Rizvan, he's not the guy that he was in the PFL. He was on massive amount of steroids in the PFL. So much so that usually when you get a PED suspension, it's like a month or 2 months, 6 months, but he got 12 months off the rip because he was juicing so hard. And now he's like a softer chunk of fat, but muscle. And he's just not going to look like a top 5 guy in the heavyweight division. Bad matchup for him. This fight was supposed to happen months ago. It's finally going to happen. Curtis Blades is probably going to just wrestle him, get him down, elbows, ground and pound, get a TKO victory. That's my prediction. I don't see how Rizvan wins this fight. I just don't. Unless Curtis Blades just doesn't want to use any of his wrestling ever at all because he hasn't really in his last few fights and gets knocked out. It should be a good one. It's a good fight card. I'd say it's a good fight card. I want to say great, but it's good. The crowd, the atmosphere is really good. It's great. But the fights, I mean, starting off the card with 7 decisions, that's kind of lame. We finally got a knockout. We got a submission. So things are picking up here a little bit. But hopefully it continues to stay hype here because these last 2 fights have been really good. So continue the hype here. We'll see. But right now I'm rating this card still in the 7s. Still in the 7s. It's still kind of forgettable to me. Who's my favorite boxer? Mine's Canelo. So you're definitely taking Canelo versus Terrence Crawford there. That should be a hype one, bro. That happens in September. My favorite boxer, I got to give it to Gervonta Davis. Tank Davis has been my guy from time. I love his style of boxing. It's not like Devin Haney where he runs away the whole fight. He brings the fight. Really loud knockouts. Also like Pacquiao. Pacquiao is amazing. Ali, obviously the greatest ever. And I like Canelo as well. I think Canelo is going to beat Crawford. So yeah, Canelo's amazing. A lot of people love Canelo for good reason. He's one of the GOATs. Orlobai. Mitabek. See, I didn't say his name right once this whole stream. Mitabek. Damn. Assalamualaikum. Wow, Malak. Yeah, silenced the crowd. That's crazy because that's their hometown guy that he just silenced in the first round with a. Ooh, that was a nasty submission. He almost snapped his arm right off his body and took it home as a souvenir. Golly. Nasty. How many fights we got left? 3? 3 fights left, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 3 fights left. Curtis Blades, co-main, and main. So this is where the fight card takes a few levels up in competition here, where we're seeing some ranked guys. We're seeing some implications in divisions now. So this is going to be good. I'll pull up the graphic for the next fight here. Curtis Blades. Look at this guy. Look at this big tubby guy. What's the most annoying type of fighter to fight? I think tall, skinnier guys. It depends. In boxing, yeah. In boxing, the taller, skinnier guys usually use their range, and it's tricky to kind of break that range and get into their distance. But if you're talking just to fight overall, look at Hamza Chimaev, look at Merab Dvalishvili, look at Khabib. Just those wrestling guys, man. Just dominant wrestlers are so hard to beat. Their strength it's incredible. It's incredible. You hate to watch it because you want to root for Sean O'Malley, right? You want to see the striker to win against these guys. You want to see Conor McGregor win, and they don't because it's such a problem when these guys just wrestle 10 rounds of 5-minute 10 rounds in a spar. It's just different level of cardio. So I'd say the hardest guys, most annoying style to fight is just those machine wrestlers, dude. Insane. If you've ever felt what a wrestler, like I have a buddy who does wrestling, and he's been drunk before, and I've been like play fighting with him, and then he just snaps to the next gear and shoots a takedown on me, throws me to the ground, and I'm like, damn, bro, didn't have to do that. Like we were just having a good time. And it's just nothing to them. It's just like a reflex almost. And it's different, bro. It's different. So definitely look into wrestling, but it's a hard sport. That's why, like, I give Henry Cejudo his flowers, man. He's a wrestling Olympic gold champion. That's impressive, but dude sucks in MMA now, unfortunately. Double champion UFC, came back, lost freaking 4 fights, 3, 4 fights in a row. I'm hoping for Curtis Blades, bro. He's hopped on the pod. I listened to his whole interview that he did with Mike Owens, and he's back with his ex-wife. Recently remarried his ex-wife, so he's back living with his kids and stuff. So he's feeling good. He's had a long time to prepare for this camp. Yes, it's in Baku, Azerbaijan, but I'm sure he's mentally ready. You know, they've had all week to prepare. I'm just not hot on this guy, Rizvan Kunyev. I'm not hot on the guys coming in from other promotions, man. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be another first-round submission here or a stoppage from Curtis Blades, similar to like we just saw in that last fight where people are saying Tafiq underdog might happen. People are saying Rizvan might happen. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. I'm willing to put my bread on it. I really am. They're taking a long time to start up this next fight, unfortunately. They got to really hype up Rizvan here. Big TKO on his Dana White Contender Series match. But that's not Curtis Blades level. That's not top 5 heavyweight is different, man. I'm hoping Curtis Blades still has it. This is a real test for Curtis Blades. Like, we don't know where Curtis Blades is with his fighting right now. We don't know if he's going to use his wrestling. We don't know if his IQ is still there to be a championship level kind of guy. Maybe he falls off and goes dirty boxing like Rosenstrike. You know, if he takes a loss here, takes another loss here, he's not getting paid as much as he used to get paid because he's fought a lot bigger fights than Rizvan Kunyev, you know. So if he continues to get worse competition, lower paychecks, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Blades dip out of the promotion and go fight somewhere else. Even Karate Combat, those guys pay good. PFL, pretty much every other promotion pays really well. So if these top fighters start declining, fighting worse guys, taking lower paychecks, you're going to see a lot more guys leaving the UFC, unfortunately. Unless Dana White steps up his game there with the fighter pay. But you take a look at last week's fight night, and damn, some of those fighters shouldn't have got paid as much as they did. Rose Namajunas $500,000 for her co-main event performance, 3-round fight, $500K. What? Crazy. I'm gonna leave this graphic up for you guys. I'm gonna quickly just run and grab some water as I'm feeling a little need of hydration. Gotta stay hydrated out there. Make sure you're drinking your water. I'll be right back. As they're making their entrances to the octagon, I don't really care to see their walkouts, to be honest. So I'll be right back. Tell me about it, tell me about it, tell me about it, tell me about it. Had to go grab some water. Hope you guys don't mind. I know we got like 20,000 people in this live right now. Jokes. Curtis Blades is good, man. I think this is a good guy to just give him his credit back. Like, put some respect on Curtis Blades' name, man. I'm really hoping for him. I don't want to see the fall off of Curtis Blades and Runiev, somebody who has a history with PEDs and stuff like that. just doesn't have my support, full support there. Unless he comes in and knocks out Curtis Blades, I'm not going to be a fan of this guy. I should probably shave today. You know, I might get a haircut. I'm going to go to the gym. My barber's right beside my gym. This whole thing in the back that's happening over here, I hate it. I hate it. And I'm not going to get a mullet. So I'm going to go back to the fade, I think. What's your record? I don't fight, bro. I don't fight. I'm not a fighter. I played football for 8 years at a pretty decent level. Unfortunately, I ruptured my Achilles, so I couldn't play anymore. My surgery took me 3 months to get, so I never really properly had the rehab and stuff to play back at the level I was competing at. My shit's kind of cooked, to be honest. But I'm blessed. I could still run. I could still lift. I could still work, but I'm never going to be able to compete in professional sports or fighting or anything like that. I'm saying I can't. If I've truly committed myself, maybe one day I'll do like a boxing match against somebody or something like that, if I'm properly training for it. But fighting's never really interested in me like that. I fought a lot growing up. I've seen a lot of people fight growing up, and I never liked fighting when I was growing up. But now I love it. And I respect that people dedicate their whole lives to this, and I wouldn't want to come into a sport like that. I'm 25 now. I'm not going to just start training and be the best MMA guy that there is, especially with my injury. And yeah, so I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm a sweeter mans. I'm a Canadian mans. I'm a nice guy. I'm a bring home to the mom type. And that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to be a fighter. I like doing the content side of things. I like being involved. If you want to see somebody who fights, go look up Hayden Talks IF. That's our other personality on Inside Fighting. He does a weekly Man on the Mat episode where he trains and interviews a fighter in a full suit, and it's hilarious, bro. He gets his ass kicked every time, but it's so funny. He's a comedian in real life, but he came into Inside Fighting as he's a fight fan himself, and now he's doing Man on the Mat. It's a great style. He's almost at 10K Instagram followers off just starting this page a few months ago, so he's absolutely taken off. It's a great series. You guys could check it out on Inside Fighting on our YouTube. It's hilarious. I highly recommend checking out one of those episodes. He's just had Bill Algeo on, so the level of fighters that he's getting on to interview every week is getting higher and higher as well as he continues to grow. Ooh, is there a new Black Panther coming out? What is this? What movie is this? Disney Plus? Okay. What is this? This looks kind of cool. Ironheart, not going to watch it. Just kidding, probably will. Any Marvel guys in the chat? Oh. What's up? Bruniev, Curtis Blades. They can't get these two to walk out to the octagon, man. These two are chunky fellows. Hopefully they just aren't showing the walkouts right now during commercials, and we just hop into the Bruce Buffer announcements here, hopefully. Because I hate the lead up to these fights. It takes so long. I think I'll be moving up to amateur soon in Germany. Bro, sick. You know, a lot of robberies happen in the amateurs and stuff too, so any close decision losses that you lose, don't take that too much to heart. I recommend staying amateur for as long as you can. Once you get to amateurs, just compete at amateurs for forever, because if you have an amateur record of like 10, or let's just say like 5 wins, 30 losses, crazy shit record. Once you turn pro, your record's gone. You start over 0-0, and you could go undefeated in pro. So don't take amateur too serious. You know, you're young. Once you go amateur, If you start losing some fights, don't take that to heart, man. Just take it as learning lessons, continue to grow. But yeah, those are the fights you should be taking, those amateur fights, same guys, same age, same weight, not these random guys 30 pounds bigger than you in your gym. You know, go amateurs, go do your thing. Trust your process, believe in your process, and don't let anybody sway you off of it, bro. Hell yeah, you're going to be crazy. I'm excited to see how you do. You know, in 5 years, I'm still going to be working with Inside Fighting probably. You're going to be a mature man, a legal mature man, and I'm curious to see where you'll be in your life, bro. Amazing, bro. Stay consistent, bro. I believe in you, bro. We got big Curtis Blades, baby. They're doing the fighter interviews like I hoped. They didn't show the walkouts. I honestly predict a pretty early stoppage from Curtis Blades. I think he's going to stand for a second, shoot a double leg, land it, or get him up against the cage, hurt him, drop him, and just continue to elbow, get a TKO victory. No, I'm not going to make fun of his stutter. I'm just not. He's a beauty. I love Curtis Blades. Ooh, Ruzi Bev, or whatever his name is going to the center of the ring, trying to get in some mind games here before the fight starts. But Curtis Blades, top 5 guy, he's not going to play the mind games with you, bro. Just like Usman didn't play the mind games with Buckley. It's experience, dude. These guys don't give in to that kind of stuff. Daniel Cormier, please leave the live. Your commentary sucks. Just kidding. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. But your commentary sometimes, it pisses me off, bro. Curtis Blades, what did I say? Shoots the double leg, gets him against the cage in the first 15 seconds of the fight. If he holds him here, he wins this fight. I'm telling you, the wrestling from Curtis Blades is huge here. Shot for the double leg, gets him down, and now he's on the clinch game against the cage, swiping his leg down. He's going to get the takedown here again. Although Kuniev got up, he's going to get taken down again, bro. It's the persistence from Curtis Blades. So far, this is exactly how I saw this fight going. I'm going to go to sleep now, though, because it's 10 p.m. in Germany, and the event is tomorrow. Hey, bro, I appreciate you chilling with me. I'm definitely going to give you a follow after this live, bro. I appreciate you. I support you. Thank you for joining the live, bro. It's only 3 p.m. It's 4 p.m. where I am in Canada, so still got a lot of day ahead of me. Going to still hit the gym, still going to eat good, still going to, it's going to be a good day. Saturday, man. And look at you. It's Saturday night. You're 15. You're going to bed at a good time, and you're staying disciplined, bro. That's the way it should be. Making your parents proud, you should be making yourself very proud, bro. Good shit. Talk to you next stream. I go live on Thursday. I go live on Saturday, and hopefully more streams to come as I step my production up and take this more and more seriously, man. Curtis Blades hasn't been able to get the leg sweep here. He got him down within the first 15 seconds and just hasn't been able to get him down again. So this is good from Kuniev. It's gonna get in the head of Curtis Blades maybe a little bit, but I'm saying that, and it doesn't look like it's getting in the head of Curtis Blades. He's still sticking on the takedown attempt. He still knows his level is better than this guy, so he's gonna stay on it. Oh, almost did a fence grab there. Got him down. He got him down. And now he's ground and pounding, and he almost has his back here. He has his back. We're going to see this probably be a finish win from Curtis Blades. People have been trying to sell me on Kuniev for months now. I've just never been sold on this guy at all. Never been sold on this guy. Is there a chat on Twitter? There is. There is a chat on Twitter. I didn't even know that. The more you know, I'll be looking at that now in future as well. The persistence here from Curtis Blades, man. Smart game plan, I'm telling you. You don't need a barn burner in this one. You don't want a barn burn with this guy. He's going to throw his... Look, he's not even that tired. You would expect the big tubby guy to be tired, but he's not. Ooh! That's what scares me. Curtis Blades going, shooting in for shots, and getting clipped. Let's see some good striking here on the feet from Curtis Blades to end round one. Just do a little bit of damage so he respects you on the feet standing too, right? He knows he doesn't want to get clinched up with you because you just dominated him there. When you shoot the double leg, you land it. But can you hurt him striking? Let's see if you could hurt him striking a little bit. Come on, Curtis Blades. Show us levels to your game. Oh, and he eats an uppercut shooting for that takedown again. Curtis Blades just needs to hurt him first or throw something first to keep his hands up so he could land that double leg. Every time he's shooting for it now, he's getting sprawled. He's putting his hands down and he's sprawling and he's defending it well. Oh, nice little left check hook from Curtis Blades there.
I have lost so much weight because I'm running around the old city.
Awesome. Michael Bisping talking about his runs that he's been doing, and the commentary team are just talking about the food that they've been eating when there's an explosive striking battle happening, and they're not even talking about it. Sometimes the commentary, man, they just start yapping about random shit. So do I, but I'm not commentating this whole fight, dude. Like, if I'm commentating the fight, I'm commentating the fight. I'm not talking about how my runs were this week and how much weight I've been losing because I'm not – like, what are you talking about, Michael Bisping, bro? What are you talking about? You took 2 minutes of that round to talk about how the runs were and what restaurants he's been going to, and, like, maybe you should be doing the live stream and I'll come and commentate the damn fight if that's what you want to do, bro. Golly. Golly. You're like 2 minutes behind? Oh, my goodness. Let me refresh the stream. Let me refresh my stream, bro. You know what it is? I'm streaming off this. I'm on Sportsnet, but I'm streaming off of the tablet right now. So it's like, it's not going to be the most ideal situation here. It's my laptops, bro, guys. I got to go get my laptop in the shop and get it fixed. And then I'll get my camera working, my mic working again. Yeah. Oh, my God. We're 2 minutes, 30 seconds into the second round. Okay, I was a lot behind. And it looks like Curtis Blades has some damage on his face now, so they've been standing and banging now. Curtis Blades can't get him down. He got him down within the first 15 seconds of the first fight. Now he's just getting beat up on the feet. Holy shit, bro. Ruggy Richie, thank you for catching me up on that. Wow. Wow. He's not taking... Oh, my God. Curtis Blades is going to get knocked out. Kuniev, man. No way. No way. Curtis Blades isn't even throwing on the feet. He's doing a one-check left jab, and then he's shooting for the takedown. That's all he's doing. He's not throwing combinations. He's not entering first. He's not looking good on the feet at all. This is really concerning because he'll drop far down the rankings if he gets knocked out here. Nice takedown attempt, but Kuniev is on that. Great takedown defense from Kuniev. I didn't think his takedown defense would be this good because he got taken down within the first 15 seconds, but literally got right back up. First 30 seconds, he was right back up on his feet and hasn't been taken down since. Curtis Blades gets these, he's deep in on these takedown attempts, just can't get him down. He's a tall, big guy. He's hard to bring down. Wow. Wow, I did not expect this. I thought Curtis Blades was going to be able to land these takedowns at will. I really did. Oh, Kuniev putting it on him. Oh. Oh. Oh, Kuniev. Curtis Blades looks bashed up right now. Big knee. He's going for the knockout here. Oh my gosh, he's going to get it. I genuinely think he's going to get it. Curtis Blades isn't responding well to this at all. Can't land his takedowns. I said in the first round, I was like, Kuniev's defending the takedowns. This might get into the confidence of Curtis Blades. He might not be as confident now. It might get into his head. And it's definitely gotten to his head. Wow. Wow. Curtis Blades just doesn't look confident in there. He doesn't look confident. He can't land his takedowns, and he's getting outstriked. Tough fight. I do still think it's 1-1 going into the third, though. So if Curtis Blades could just game plan back like he did in the first round, screw it, bro. If you got the most energy in the first 15 seconds of round 3, shoot that double leg. Shoot that double leg like you did in the first. Control 3 minutes of control time and win this fight. It's greasy. I don't really like cheering for fighters to do the grappling to win. But Curtis Blades, bro, you should not lose to Kuniev here. You should not lose to Kuniev. You're telling me Kuniev versus Jolton Almeida or Cyril Gane or Alexander Volkov or Sergey Pavlovich, it's just he's going to get wrecked. He's going to get wrecked by those guys. Curtis Blades, I thought, was at that level of those guys. He still has a whole round to prove it to me. I hope so, man. I really hope so. 1-1, I think, and the momentum's all on Kuniev. Yes, you have to go forward, Curtis Blades. You have to enter first. You can't just do leg kicks, jab, and takedown attempts. It's not going to win you a war. Bring the war here. Show you're a top 5 guy. Show you want to win this fight. Nice little body shot. He is winning the leg kicks. Yeah, people are scoring this fight 19-19, so 1 apiece. It's really whoever wants it more takes this third round, wins this fight. And I believe Curtis Blades should want this more. It's an unranked guy. Oh, huge knee up the middle from Kuniev, and he's just – oh, yeah. Blades is on the retreat. He's going to get KO'd here. Oh, wow. But he's not giving up. He's still moving forward. His eye is completely shut. His right eye is completely shut. His left eye is damn near almost shut as well. Can he even see in there? Can Curtis Blades even fucking see what he's looking at in there? I don't know. I swear I don't even see his eyes open at this point. He is getting mashed up bad. Do you come out to the GCC for the fights? GCC, I'm not sure what that is, but we do head out to quite a bit of promotions and quite a bit of fights. You can see Inside Fighting pop out to a bunch of fights. GCC. Not sure what that is, brother. Yusuf, I'd love to give you an answer to that. I'm just not sure. Nice jab that almost knocked back Kuniev. Oh, and now Kuniev's in on a guillotine attempt while Curtis Blades is now on the double leg. This is what he needs to do to win. Get the takedown. Trip him. Can't get it. So strong. I thought Kuniev wouldn't be this strong because, you know, he's like kind of not on the PEDs anymore, but maybe he snuck into some sneaky PEDs right before the fight. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why he's this strong, how he's this strong, but he is. He is looking higher level than Blades almost with his takedown defense. This isn't going to win Blades the fight. I don't think it will win Blades the fight though. He got mashed up too hard on the damage side of things. Do you come up to GCC for fights? Not too sure. Not too sure. Blades, you got to land the takedown, though. If I'm Herb Dean, do I just separate this? Do I separate this with 2 minutes left? take this next fit. He's grabbed the fence. Like, you might want to just separate this if you're Herb Dean. And I'm saying that because he's been doing this in the past 2 rounds and he hasn't been able to get the takedown. So if you're the ref and you're seeing that he's just holding him there, when you're losing the striking, you separate it. I don't know how long I give this until I separate it. Maybe a few more seconds here. I'm curious to see how Herb Dean handles this situation. I know Kuniev's just praying that Herb Dean separates them, but yeah, the commentary team saying, yo, let go of him and just power off some shots here, but he hasn't been doing that. He just wants to win the control time, right? Because he's losing on these feet. Ooh, nice strikes from both men. Wow, good last minute here. Let's see it. Let's see it. Somebody might drop here in the last minute. This is a great fight. Blades is the underdog, live underdog. So Kuniev kind of taking the lead here in the 2nd and 3rd round. Wow, good on him. Good on him. I said I wasn't going to be a Kuniev fan if he didn't land the knockout against Blades. But, man, this is just a great performance. Showed me great takedown defense. He showed me great striking. Showed me durability. He was able to get hit and continue to move forward. So, oh, Blades actually has more round 3 significant strikes by double and control time. Wow, Blades might win this. I'm just not sure how they're going to score the damage. Why is my poster like that? Yeah, you don't want to just commit to a guillotine choke here, Kuniev. You want to separate and get some strikes off. Curtis Blades, hard-fought fight. Oh, that's a hard style to beat, man. Because even with all the damage that Kuniev was able to do to his face, still, oh my God, he might get a last-second knockout here. Holy shit, so many close calls. So many close calls. Wow. Kuniev definitely proved me wrong, bro. He definitely proved me wrong. I thought he was a bum, to be honest. I didn't think he was going to be able to hang with the top 5 guy in the division. Curtis Blades was eating knees. He was done up in the clinch. He was done up everywhere. Great takedown defense. Like, I think Kuniev should win this fight. I'm surprised to see. I'm looking forward to see who's going to win the decision here. It's going to be a close one, man. It's going to be close because they had it scored 19-19 going into the 3rd. But in the 3rd round, Kuniev landed the more significant strikes, did the more damage, but Blades had double the amount of strikes and all the control time. So I'm not sure how they're going to score this. What a good fight, though. This is my favorite fight of the night. Yeah, this was my favorite fight of the night. I really like. It was just a great fight. I like to be proven wrong, man. I do. Let's see if he won the fight, though. I don't know if Kuniev won the fight, though. Like in a street fight, he definitely would have won there. If that fight was going to death, he would have won. But 3 rounds, Blades won the 1st, arguably won the 3rd. They might give it to him. We'll see. I don't know who won. Split 29-28 for Blades, 29-8. Kuniev. Split decision. Curtis Blades won the split. Wow, Curtis Blades won the split. The whole crowd is just like, what? He's getting some cheers. He's getting some boos. He's saying sorry to his coaches after getting the win. A win's a win. A win's a win.
your thoughts on the fight?
Sen burada halihazırda UFC'de geçilen bu ağır çeki derecesinde olan dövüştesən və çox yaxşı bir nəticə göstərdin. Bu dövüş haqqında nə deyə bilərsən?
I'm not happy with that performance.
That was a shit performance.
Not an excuse, but my left MCL, it popped in the first, took away my movement. I just started surviving. I'm sorry, guys.
Çalıştığın bu dövüşte en çok
Damn, he popped his MCL in the first round. Now we won't see Curtis Blades fight for another year, at least. He's just not the durable guy at the top of the division like I thought he was.
Tough opponent that was a champion from other organizations. Who do you want next, Curtis?
sizin rakibiniz
I don't think he's going to be able to do any of these call-outs. Like, who's he going to call out?
topluluklar yarışıydı. Nöbetleri rakipleriniz hakkında ne diyeceğiz?
I want God, I want Shogun.
Shogun.
I can be healthy by hope for November. That's why I want to get back in here.
Silgan'ı isteyenin nöbeti yarışta Silgan'ın %100 oktagonda gelmek istiyor.
Congratulations on a hard-fought victory. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Curtis Razor Blades. Does enough.
Wow, does enough to keep his ranking, to still be in the top 5. But wow, Kuniev definitely looked better in that fight. Let's all be real. Let's all be so real. These judges are going to make me go bald. Worst card to bet on ever. There's been some very close bag splits here. Everyone in the top 5 cooks some LMO. Maybe he fights Cortez, beats him, and prays for a title shot. Bro. Yeah, dude. Maybe he fights Cyril Gahn, beats him, and prays for a title shot. That's probably right. Because who's Cortez? Who's Cortez in the heavyweight? Because you might be talking about somebody that I'm not sure. Heavyweight. Man, I feel bad for everyone who bet Kuniev there, though, for sure. That was a close one, man. I would be very mad if that was me. Oh, we got Ignacio Bahamondes sparring with Bilal in the back, his main training partner. Cool, cool. Still going to lose. Oh, Waldo Cortez, yes. Yes, that's actually a banger fight. That's such a good fight, actually, bro. You're right. No, Waldo Cortez has been on his little streak. He beat the Span. He beat the Span guy, the guy who just moved up to heavyweight. That was a crazy good performance. And then his last fight, he looked great against the polar bear, Spivak. So yeah, that's a good matchup there. Cyril Gahn versus Waldo Cortez. And then Cortez actually gets a knockout and actually cements himself as a top 5 guy. You're right. That's the fight to make. Because Curtis Blades, you can't give him a rank, somebody higher up in the rankings, because that was not a good enough performance for that. Even with the win, you can't just go into the matchmaking and be like, oh, he won, so we got to give him somebody better. No, he didn't look good. He almost got knocked out clean in every round. So, yeah, that's tough, Rio. That's tough. Another decision, dude. That's what happens when these cards have 8 decisions on it, you know? And they're almost all split decisions too, except for Code, that was unanimous. Park, that was unanimous. A lot of these are close, you know? Tajir, that was a crazy fight. Curtis lost, bro. That's crazy, but he won, though. He lost, but he won, though. Yeah, ranked 7 on a decent streak. He definitely deserves somebody, man. I could even see Waldo Costa against actually, I don't know. I think that's a perfect matchup in Blades. But I don't know if he's going to want to wait a year to fight, you know? Because Curtis Blades said he'll be back in September, October, but I don't believe that. It took him so long to book this fight and actually make it happen. So, and he just said he was injured in it too. So, Waldo Costa maybe against Pavlovich is the only other idea I got, but I think Pavlovich wins that. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Waldo Costa. Maybe they do, or Cortez. I think they might just sit him for a bit until he gets a good opponent there. Kind of like what they're doing with Kyle Bahio. he's been kind of just chilling around for over a year now, just waiting for the right opponent. Even though he has been on the rise, he is getting up in the rankings, he is making the name for himself. The UFC doesn't want to rush that, give him somebody, and then he loses that, and now all the hype's gone. Like Waldo Cortez is the most hyped thing the heavyweight division has right now. We don't have an active champion. We don't have a dominant number one contender. So Waldo Cortez slowly making a name for himself in the heavyweight division. Pretty cool to see, honestly. That division needs more dogs like Cortez. Yeah, that's I'm gonna look at Verdict MMA right now because I am kind of questionable on that decision as well. But I do see how the judges could score him that third round. So, I mean, I know he won the first. Let's just see what Verdict has put out on this post. Yeah, they put it out already. Yeah, so Verdict says Curtis Blades easily won the first round. Second round, he lost for sure. And then the third round was so close. But they did score it for Curtis Blades. I was just read through some comments here. Hearing Blades tore his MCL in the first makes sense. He was barely able to move. Agree. I was rooting for Blades and happy he won, but I thought Kuniev won rounds 2 and 3. Also kind of agree. I have Curtis round 1 and 3rd. The 3rd was closest fight, but he got it. Yeah. Curtis thought the aim was to not hit the opponent. That's funny. Curtis wins because he holds his opponent. Yeah. I mean, it sucks the way he won that fight. But he had to. That's the only way he could have won. Say, bro, John Jones is a duck. Bro, did you guys see in the first fight of the night, Usman, his corner, Rashad Evans, was yelling, John Jones, do John Jones. He kept yelling at him, John Jones, John Jones. And it was code word that their corner was using to duck. They were literally using John Jones from the corner so their fighter would actually duck under shots. Pretty crazy. Pretty savage. It's true. Tom Aspinall is the GOAT. Is questionable. I mean, he's definitely the youngest, hungriest guy in the division. Proved himself time and time again. Fastest fight time in UFC history. So if we're saying Tom versus John, you call me a casual, I'd probably take John Jones as the underdog. Sorry. Even though he's been on vacation, just the amount of experience, expertise, the elbows, he knocks people out in the first minute. I know, bro. But John Jones, though, are we still not saying John Jones is pound for pound number 1 in the world? Tom Aspinall is not pound for pound number 1 in the world, though. What's Tom Aspinall versus Alexander Volkov really look like? Can we get that fight booked? I don't want to see him against Cyril Gane. I don't give a fuck about that fight. How does he beat Tom? Tom is younger, faster, etc. John Jones money line from Rio. How does he beat him? By not knockout, probably. Probably a 3-round war is how he beats him. He doesn't get taken down. He gets out of the takedowns. He wins exchanges. He does more damage. Dana tops off John Jones. It's not interesting, just cash cow. Yeah, John Jones beats him any way he wants, bro. No, I don't know. I think that fight would be a lot closer than people think. Could go to a split decision kind of win. My favorite UFC fighter is Khamzat Charles Tom. That's not a bad list. But I'm not sure if Khamzat's going to be DDP. I'm not sure if Charles is going to be Ilya. And I'm not sure what's up with Tom. I'm still rooting for Tom. I still want to see him eventually become the heavyweight GOAT. But it's going to take him being active. Taporia Charles are my favorite fighters. Going to be so sad for dude, bro. It is going to be sad. I swear, I thought I had a. I do have a little. These you might see like a bunch of UFC fighters doing sponsored posts for these guys, but pull a little Charles Oliveira. That's pretty sick. Got all those tattoos and stuff. They're also doing a biopic on Charles Oliveira. I don't know if you guys follow Inside Fighting, but made a post on that. So they're gonna put out a whole documentary on Charles Oliveira, which I'm hyped about. I love Oliveira, but I think I got Topuria winning that one, guys. I'm sorry. Gonna be a sad weekend for me, yeah. Where are you calling in from? San Jose, California? Hit the weed pen for chat. Unfortunately, I'm not smoking. Oh, didn't mean to invite you there. If you join, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to invite you, bro. We might have some random guy join on TikTok because I invited him by accident. But no, yeah, I'm not smoking. I'm from Canada. I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. There has been lives like pay-per-views where I do some hoots and stuff, but not this one. I'm gonna go to the gym after this. I'm gonna make some food, and it's an early pay-per-view card, so it's just afternoon. It's not a late night here, so yeah, we're gonna still attack the day. Still have a good day here. Win the day, get better today than more better than I was tomorrow, yesterday, than I was the day before that, and eventually next week I'll be better than the weeks before, prior, and after that I'll be even better. The low-key enjoy the early cards. I low-key enjoy the early cards. If you mean like the earlier fights on this card, I don't believe you because they all went to decision. There were 7 decisions back to back to back to back to back to back to back. But yeah, oh, you mean like the earlier in the day cards? I do too, unless they're like really early. If their fight time starts at like 8 a.m., 6 a.m., then I'm like, ooh, I gotta wake up to watch this. Like I gotta actually wake up to watch this. I don't like that. But today was chill. Fights didn't start till 11 a.m., which is like perfect timing, right? Crisp afternoon. Yeah, it was perfect today. I totally agree. We're in the same time zone there, brother. Central Standard, the GOAT time, right in the middle. Not too early, not too late. It was perfect, yeah. They should start, like when they do bigger cards, they should typically start them a little earlier, I think, just so like people watching on the West Coast and stuff just don't have to stay up till 2 a.m. to watch the fight, because some of these fights for me end at 12 a.m., which is like, or on the East Coast, I mean, because they're even ahead, so it ends later. I got Fiziev here, I believe. Bro, I believe too. I also believe in Fiziev. Let's get into this one. I also believe in Fiziev. But Ignacio Bahamondes, everyone loves him. I love him. Yes, that's the thing. Fiziev's experience will show in this one. It's in his hometown. He's the most comfortable he's been going into a fight than he's probably been in a long-ass time. You know, he's not comfortable fighting Justin Gaethje, got his face bashed in, had an injury, had to take time off, comes back to fight Justin Gaethje, gets his face bashed in. But he also looked good in that fight in Vegas. I was there in Vegas live. I got to see both of these fighters win their fights. Ignacio submitting Jalen Turner and Rafael Fiziev losing to Justin Gaethje, so he actually didn't win that fight. But not gonna lie, I feel like this fight makes 0 sense for Fiziev, but fuck it. Yeah, they were both fighting on the same card. Fiziev lost to Gaethje, Ignacio Bahamondes won, so it's a great opportunity for Ignacio, a crazy opportunity. He's never had an opportunity this big before, co-main event. Only real big fighter that he's beaten is Jalen Turner. That's the biggest fighter that he beat. And Jalen Turner came out after that fight and said, yo, if I was taking fighting more serious, I probably could have fought out of that submission, but I didn't want it that enough. So who's really tested Ignacio Bahamondes? He has a crazy spinning back head kick knockout. He's not going to get a crazy spinning back head knockout against Rafael Fiziev, who's constantly pressuring him and bringing the fight to him. Unranked, high risk. This is why Fiziev is a dog. Yes. Yeah, it is. It's surprising to see that he's a dog here, but I do truly believe that he's going to win this fight. He's finished 9 of his 12 wins from knockout. Wow. I believe in Fiziev, man. I think he's going to bring more. He's going to be more aggressive on strikes. And Ignacio Bahamondes is so hard to take down. So it's not going to be like a clinch fight where he's trying to go for the takedown. It's a big, tall, lengthy guy. He's not going to be easy to take down. We saw him training in the back, Ignacio, with Bilal Muhammad, and they weren't training no wrestling. They were just throwing hands in the back. So I do believe this one's going to be on the feet. Who's going to drop first? I don't see Fiziev being the one getting dropped, bro. I don't. But let's see what happens. This fight's literally getting introduced right now. Similar, Ignacio's got a little bit in the height advantage, a little bit in the reach advantage, but Fiziev's fought in guys taller and lengthier than him before. You know, this isn't a new crazy fight for him. This is the fight that he wants in his hometown, in his backyard, as an underdog. And dude was fired up during the weigh-ins. Like, he really wants to fight. So I do see this one being a war, but I do have Fiziev edging this one, whether it goes to the scorecards or a knockout, I believe. But hey, if Ignacio Bahamondes wins this fight in dominant fashion, again, I'm not salty about this. Like, I'm down for another new contender in this division, especially with somebody as like gifted in the height, like 6'3" lightweight. That's impressive, bro. That's actually so impressive that he could cut to 155. Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. But that's pretty much my breakdown for this one. I'd pick the underdog here. Hometown guy. Fought tougher guys. He looks better when it gets into a war. I think this fight will turn into one. So give me the underdog here. Underdog runs faster. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with, boys. Fighting out of Baku, Azerbaijan. The whole fucking, his whole place is behind him, man. The whole country, man. All right, this is going to be good. Hopefully I'm not too far behind or anything. Where's Andrew? I don't know, bro. I don't know where Andrew is. I don't know. Who's Andrew? This is the main event to me. This is the fight that I've been looking forward to. I want to see what happens here, man. Andrew, I'm not sure. Are you talking about like Cap, or he's probably not a part of the team, to be honest, bro. I'm currently running the whole page, so yeah, Cap, unfortunately, yeah, he moved on to another page who yeah. I'm not going to get into his business, but unfortunately not working with us. But I did get to meet him in Vegas. The guy's an absolute gem. I love the guy. He's an absolute beauty. I appreciate everything that he's done to help build Inside Fighting. And now I just got to take this to the next level. I got to up my production, keep constant with the streaming, keep doing news posts, and just see what happens with Inside Fighting. I believe in the page. We're going to have an incredible international fight week. We have a lot of interviews planned for that in person. So, yes, he is the GOAT. I love Cap. That's awesome that you know him, bro. That's sick. Nothing bad to say about the guy. The guy's an absolute beauty. Fiziev's actually landing some good leg kicks here. He hasn't given into the distance of Ignacio Bahamondes yet. Because he will have to enter, you know? He does have to get inside of the range of Bahamondes. It's hard because Bahamondes is controlling the center of the octagon, controlling the distance. Fiziev's just really trying to get in there. He's trying to bring the fight to him, but he's just not allowing him. Not yet. We'll see when he starts to take any chances here. Well, probably soon. There we go. Landed one. Ooh, body kick from Bahamondes. Curious to see how he uses his kicks against Fiziev here. See if he throws any spinning back kicks. Ooh, there we go. Fiziev gets in the range and lands a nice combo. Beauty. Beauty from Fiziev. Beautiful. B-E-A. Beautiful. Yes, this is where you want to pressure Ignacio. You want to get him against the fence. Now he's in your range. Once he's controlling the center of the octagon, you got to commit to your shots. You got to enter first. But here, keep backing him down, getting him against the cage. That's it. That's it right there. Damn, the round's over for you? I gotta refresh my live then. That means that pretty much nothing happens in this next minute and a half, so I'm just gonna refresh my stream to catch up, so I'm not too far behind. But yeah, pretty that's like a feeling out round to me. Fiziev not wanting to overexpose himself, like overcommit to his range, put himself in any risk of getting knocked out. So he's been kind of, you know, taking it slowly. But, you know, he was able to back up Bahamondes into the cage a few times. I think that's where he was excelling. So if he could continue to do that, I think Fiziev wins. I think he won that first round too. Well, we're in a commercial, so I know I was behind. Oh. Okay, and we're back, baby. And we're back, baby. And we're back, baby. And we're back, baby. Yeah, it's just been a chess match. That's all it's been. It's been a real chess match. But Fiziev's just got to press the gas a little bit and bring the fight to this guy. Ooh, nice kicks from Bahamondes. Now he's going in for a takedown of his own, shooting a double leg on Fiziev. Didn't see this coming. Ooh, nice elbow from Bahamondes. 10-9 Fiziev in round one. Close technical fight. A lot of tweets are coming in saying that Fiziev won the first round. I could agree with that. But if Bahamondes is landing these. Ooh, teep. Nice teep. And he's shooting for these takedowns now. That's why I said that both got to have the foot on the gas this round. Reverse the position. There you go. And just break off and land some strikes. Good shit, Fiziev. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wrap that out, Fiziev. It's a bit slower pace to a fight, but it's just really technical. Make it a war, Fiziev. What are you waiting for, bro? You're waiting for him to land these kicks, land these strikes, and then you enter. Like, enter first, bro. Enter first, bro. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for him to throw a crazy kick. I swear he's waiting for it. Oof, man. Now he's just letting Bahamondes land everything first. Yeah, he's not throwing any jabs, but he's throwing teeps. He's feinting the jab at least, and it's keeping Fiziev away. Like, Fiziev just isn't entering for some reason. I thought he would just be constantly bringing the DDP kind of like fight to him, but he's not. He's staying on the outside trying to pick him apart, but you're losing. Bad. He's losing the second round bad. Like, he's getting outstriked a lot. Big round for Bahamondes. Was able to mix up some takedown attempts. So now Fiziev just kind of seems confused in there. He doesn't know what kind of game plan to work on this guy who's taller, doesn't get taken down, who's shooting takedowns. I think he's losing a bit of his confidence. Wow. And it's not even that Bahamondes is like bashing him up or anything. He's landing way more. He's landing way more and controlling the distance. So, damn. I really thought Fiziev was a lock here. Fiziev, whatever. Getting Fiziev decision vibe, yeah. I think so too. If he won the first, lost the second, wins the third, I think so too. It's going to go to decision though, I think. These guys aren't overcommitting to any shots. Fiziev gets the takedown. Big takedown. Big takedown. Big takedown. You need that because Bahamondes wasn't able to land the takedown. He was doing good grappling, good clinch, but wasn't able to get the takedown. So that actually scores for Fiziev. He could be up on the second round now with that takedown. I don't know. It's so close. Another takedown. Nice. Nice, Fiziev. Nice. Fiziev is going to win this fight, man. He is. Fiziev, I know I've called him two different names this whole fight, but just leave me alone, all right? Oh, yeah, Bahamondes is getting fucked on the ground. This needs to be his game plan now. Get him to the ground. Why not if you're winning so dominantly here? He was letting his hands go a bit, bro, a bit. But I think he's also he's worried because Fiziev's not rushing into him. So he's like being more cautious. He's like, when is this guy going to come at me so I could start counter-striking? But he has to be the one throwing strikes first. And he's just not landing those strikes. Wow, nice little knockdown at the end there too. Yeah, there's a clear path for Fiziev now for sure. Fiziev, whatever. He's got the path to victory here. Let's see if he takes it. Because if he just gets back down and Ignacio Bahamondes controls the center of the octagon, similar to what he was doing at the start of round one, he could win. He could win. Somehow, some way. You don't want to leave it up to the judges, especially on this card. We've seen some close, questionable splits. You could arguably say that Bahamondes won that second round. I wouldn't be arguing that, though. I got Jamahal Hill, baby. I do. I got him, man. We'll get into a breakdown of that rate as soon as this fight finishes, though. Khalil Rountree's him, but I just think Jamahal Hill, don't piss that guy off, man. He's pissed off. He's coming. He wants his title back. He never technically lost this title. I want to see if Hill has anything left. I give him the benefit, though, because he's lost the best light heavyweights. Yeah, and he also has a great corner. Like, he has John Wood. He's going to have Marab in his corner probably. So he trains well. He trains very, very, very good. I just think the scar tissue is going to open up. He doesn't respect Jamahal Hill too much. Jamahal Hill is savage. In the clinch, he's savage. On the ground, he's savage. On the feet, he's savage. We're all counting him out because he got knocked out from Yuri Prochazka and Alex Pereira. But, like, yes, bro. Yes, he trains with John Wood, bro. Yes. I think it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard when it gets to the later rounds and you have a coach like that in your corner. It's hard to bet against those kind of guys. It really is hard to bet against a guy with a good coaching in their background. But that's the only reason why I would lean Khalil Rountree is because of the coaching. I think the version of Glover he beat is way better and scarier than Rountree. That's what I think too, bro. Great point. Great point. People are just starting to do MMA math because, oh, he beat him. I didn't lose to him this way, so I'm going to dominate him. It's just doesn't work that way. Do you think Rountree gets a bit overrated? Yes. I think Rountree is his ego is through the roof. Although he talks to his fans and he seems very humble, when it comes to fighting and the way he handled his media this week, his ego is through the roof. He has no respect for Jamahal Hill. So that's horrible. If you don't respect your opponent in the top 5 of the UFC, you're going to be in for some problems. I really think Jamahal Hill is going to bring him some problems this fight. We're going to see a savage version of Jamahal Hill. I really do think so. I really believe in Jamahal Hill for some reason. Underrated versus overrated. That's what the headline should be for this one. Oh, it's missing on these kicks. Ignacio's just not looking as technical. Well, he's still technical. He's just not landing. We'll see. We'll see. Still 3 minutes left on my stream, so still got a lot of fight here in the 3rd round. But this is where Fiziev typically picks it up. Bahamondes on a takedown attempt lands on his back, though. And now Fiziev's on top. Lets him up, though. Says, get back up. I'm beating your ass. Oh, the line's moved a lot towards Hill. He's favored now. I didn't know that. I think he should have opened as a favorite and he should have stayed a favorite. That's kind of crazy. Minus 140. I think Michael Bisping or somebody I saw. No, it couldn't have been Bisping. I saw somebody place the big bet. Oh, it was Darren Till. Darren Till took Fiziev to win and Khalil Rountree to win for like 10K to win like 40K or something. So a lot of people I think are going to be leaning towards Rountree actually. Even though I guess the money's been being put on Hill. Yeah, I don't understand how he opened so big of an underdog, though. It's just because we're going off recent performances and people just are starting to not believe in Jamahal Hill for whatever reason because he got a fluke knockout loss and then Yuri Prochazka was able to knock him out. So now everyone thinks he's done and cooked, but it's just not the case. Khalil Rountree is a good guy to test his skills, see if he does have his the levels that he says he has to his game. And we'll see. Imagine he puts away Khalil Rountree, he's right back there for a title shot, I swear. Or at least getting his Alex Pereira rematch. Because we could see Carlos Alberg fight for a title. Maybe that's a good fight for Jamahal Hill next. I don't know. But then you're just giving everybody but a title to Jamahal Hill, which is just like, come on. He's been in the top for so long. You got to give him another shot. Bahamondes is actually landing here. This 3rd round is really, really close. A lot of these rounds, the 2nd round was pretty close too. Fiziev, great takedown though. That's going to win him this fight. That takedown's going to win him this fight. It's disappointing to see how Bahamondes just wouldn't open up when he landed consistently when he did, yeah. He'll learn and grow from this for sure. I think it was just too big of a spot for him, bro. If this fight was in Vegas, it probably would have looked different, to be honest. But Fiziev being able to land these takedowns, it just looked like Ignacio Bahamondes was just respecting his opponent a little too much. He should have went all out from the start of the first bell. Wow. Letting him up for 10 more seconds. Wow. What a warrior, bro. Nice. Yeah, you don't deserve to win going for a spinning back head kick to end the fight once your fighter lets you up. Yeah, bash his face in, bro. Nice. Beautiful. Fiziev clearly won that. Clearly won. Oh, next week is going to be sick. Next week is going to be sick. International Fight Week. If you don't follow Inside Fighting, definitely hit our Instagram up or YouTube. We're going to have so many interviews lined up for next week. So definitely stay tuned to all of that. It's going to be dope. It's going to be really sick. This next week, we're going to have a lot more content than this past week. Kaikar Vance and Van. Thoughts on Rountree money line? I know a lot of people like it. I know it's an easier bet to place than betting on Jamahal Hill. But and he's the underdog now, so it might be the way to go. I think Jamahal Hill is going to slap some sense into this guy. His ego is kind of inflated from going 4 rounds with Alex Pereira, and now he thinks he's like pound for pound number 2 in the world. I don't get it. Khalil Rountree doesn't have the wrestling and these things to his game. I'm curious to see if Jamahal Hill mixes it up, takes him to the ground. Yeah, I don't get how Fiziev was plus money in his hometown, bro. I was saying smack that on my Thursday show. Yeah. Van versus Royval. I can't believe that's actually on that same card. I like Brandon Royval a little too much. But I keep doubting Joshua Van, and he keeps proving me wrong every time. So I got to look into that one a little bit more. Kaikar France versus Pantoja. Pantoja is just him, bro. I don't know how else to say it. This guy's the flyweight GOAT. He is. But I do want Kaikar France to win that. And then Topuria, I think he just finishes Oliveira in the main event. Makes it look clean. We'll see, though. It's a big step up. You know, whole division change for Topuria. All 3 judges scored the fight for Fiziev, and somehow Ignacio Bahamondes still thinks he won the fight. Bro, you did not win, bro. Fiziev was always a lock, bro. I think Van's boxing can give him fits. Can give him fits. He just has to stuff the takedowns. Yeah. It's going to be hard. Royval is going to be constant on that takedown. You know it. You know it. I don't know. Brandon Royval has been training to fight Pantoja for so long. I think he's at that championship level where Van is getting an opportunity of a lifetime. And he's fought in so many fights like in a row. It's just, I don't know. Might be too big of a jump. Yeah, you have to take that opportunity for sure. It's going to be a hell of a payday for him, you know. Up on that high of an international fight week card it's a big opportunity. Win-win situation for Van 100%. So I probably won't bet that fight. I'll probably bet the main event. I'll probably bet Ilia Topuria. And I'll probably bet Pantoja. I just don't know. Maybe I'll do Pantoja, Royval, and Topuria. That might be my parlay for that. See what he says here.
These people deserve behavior. Deserve smile.
Oh, Charles is going to shoot early, bro. He's going to shoot in the first round for sure. His whole game plan will try to get to this guy's back and submit him. But that's the thing. When somebody's constantly attacking you for a takedown, Ilia Topuria is chilling. He just has to stay on his back foot and just strike this guy and not get taken down. He even said, Ilia Topuria is like, this guy, I know how he's going to fight. I know how he's going to fight me. He's going to try and get me taken down. He's going to try and pressure me. He's going to bring the fight to me. And he's going to take advantage of that and knock him out, I swear. We haven't seen Ilia defend a takedown in forever. Is his takedown defense that good? I think so. I think it is. I know we haven't seen it get tested, but because I bet you Charles won't even get him to the ground in this fight. He'll probably get knocked out too. Charles getting to his back is scary. Yes, it's scary. It's concerning. I wouldn't even say it's scary. Because we've seen Charles on the back of Michael Chandler and not be able to submit him. You know? I don't know. I don't think Ilya will get submitted in this one. And that's really how Charles fans think he's going to lose this fight. His submission. Oh, I'm telling you, once he gets his back and gets the choke in, I'll be the one laughing. Come back to this comment. I've seen it so many times, but I just think Ilya is too prepared, bro. Ilya won't be scared to jump on him too after dropping him. Exactly, bro. I think that's what's going to happen. TKO victory for Ilya Topuria, first, second round. Just hurts him. The guy's pressuring Ilya. He hurts him, knocks him back, downs him, lands on top. That's exactly how I see it, bro. That's exactly how I see it. Hill versus Rountree. Let's go. Last fight of the night, guys. I hate the 20-minute co-hype embeddeds that they show before the fights. It's like, I don't care to watch this, bro. I'd laugh so hard if Ilya submitted him, dog. Imagine that. Exactly, bro. And Ilya's already manifesting the submission win. He's already saying in interviews, like, I could submit him, I could finish him, I'm going to finish him in the first round. Ooh, the line is heavily moved towards Hill. The bookies know. I think it's his fight to lose. They're fighting yet? The main event? No, unfortunately, they're doing this whole long preview thing that they do. So it'll probably be like another 10 minutes here. So enough time to just chill, relax, spark up, have a drink, whatever you're doing on this Saturday afternoon. Bro, Topuria versus Patty is going to feed families. Bro, they're doing a world tour for that fight. Like, it's got to happen. And Ilya already said he wants to fight Patty next. Once he wins, I'll fight Patty, or I'll go up to fight Islam. Those are the two fights that he wants. Or he'll take like Gaethje or something, but just these legacy guys. I pray we get that fight end of the year or early next year in Madrid. It's going to happen, bro. Dana White's been saying, I need to go to Spain. We haven't been to Spain. I want to go to Spain so bad. It's probably going to be Patty versus Ilya for the lightweight title. Probably going to be that. And then we might get that card early or late 2025, and then people are going to say, wow, how does UFC top this year of fights like they do every year? They give us some goodies at the end of the year. Have you heard any Patty fight news, bro? Because Justin Gaethje said he's done doing favors, demands a title shot. Topuria Gaethje is pure violence. Yeah. That's a good point. I haven't heard anything on Patty the Batty yet. I know that he wants to fight as soon as possible, but he's also getting so inflated during his off time here. You know, he loves his desserts. He loves to eat. So he's big again. Patty is huge again. So I don't think he fights for a few months here at least. I could see him fighting end of October. Like before the end of next year, I think Patty fights for sure. Still can't believe they gave Usman plus 230, brother. I was so sold on Buckley too, bro. I was so sold on Buckley, it's not even funny. And I thought he looked really good in the 5th round, but golly, that sucked to watch. That really sucked to watch. I mean, it didn't suck. Like, Usman proved himself. He's the boogeyman. It was dope. I really liked his post fight speech as well, where he was like holding back his tears, emotional moment for him because everyone counted him out. Everybody talks shit on Usman. Everyone said he was too old. And for him to put on the performance that he did, I loved it. I really did. It was just, I'm a big Buckley guy. We love him. Inside fighting, we love him. But yeah, that's why you don't pick favorites in fights. You really have to analyze these things. I did see the podcast that he did with Buckley. He did the Pound for Pound podcast. So good. So many good clips from there. I only posted one on our page. It was a more humble response, but he talked a lot of shit on that. Their back and forth was so funny. He was like, I'm talking to you, bro, during the fight, and you weren't giving in to me at all. And he was just crediting Usman for how he handled the lead up to the fight, the actual fight. So Buckley learned a lot from Usman. Buckley's going to come back a lot better than he was in that fight. I do believe so. So, again, we're going to have to see. They have to prove it first, but I do still believe in Buck. I do believe that he deserves to be in the top of the rankings there at welterweight. But who's next for Buckley? Probably like a Michael Morales. Probably somebody hard like a Carlos Pratas. So it's not going to be easy for him to continue his rise in the division. He's going to continue to get hard fights. Usman's not an easy fight. The 319 ticket prices are absurd, bro. I wanted to go, but hell no. Is that DDP and Hamza? Well, what are the lowest ticket prices for that? I'm probably going to try and slide to that too. Shay, what's good? Let's go. Main event time. Khalil Rountree is walking out to the ring right now, or the octagon. Let's go, Salty Mal Hill. Let's go. Never lost his title, bro. He had an Achilles surgery. He had to vacate. Yeah, wow, that's a hell of a card. I hope I get to go to that Chicago card. That would be insane. Okay, Rountree looks fired up. He's going woo on his way to the ring. So, you know, he's fired up there, living in the moment. But swear to you guys, you see how he was smiling during the face-off and all that? Bro, I don't think Jamahal Hill is going to touch gloves after this guy saying he's not going to have any blood on his face. He's just the disrespect. He's showing his opponent no respect. So Jamahal Hill, he's going to match that energy. He's going to be while Khalil Rountree is going to be like jab, 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 kick, jab, jab, kick, 1, 2, 1, 2. And fucking Jamahal Hill is going to be bringing the fight to him. Bringing this freaking fight to him. He's not going to just stand and wait for Khalil to shoot on him, kind of like Fiziev was waiting for Bahamondes. He's going to pressure this guy. I'm telling you guys, bro. We all rate this Muay Thai style fighter too highly, I think. It's a one-dimensional fighter. He's very one-dimensional. He stands straight up. He has his chin in the air. He could get knocked out, bro. He really can. He's tough as nails. We've seen it in the Pereira fight. But I think Jamal, baby. I think Jamal. Nah, yeah, he's not losing. I got to refresh because I'm not even on his walkout yet. I don't give a fuck. Okay, they're showing the custom shorts. I don't care. I don't care. Old news already. How much we got to talk about the custom shorts, bro? Like, it pisses me off. We got to do a whole preview on how he got his custom shorts. Like, no. Look how dialed this guy is, dude. Look how dialed he is. He's pissed off, man. Jamal is going to win this one for O-Block. Tell me this ain't the best walkout song of all night, bro. It is. The Choice Center cult member is getting knocked out. What the? Charles Barkley, you need to chill, fam. But you're out. You're kind of preaching. Hill, bro. I love this guy. I love this guy. I don't know what it is. A lot of people hate him. He's dialed, bro. Oh, I don't want to stand across from this guy. He's a bad man. That's a bad man right there. So Michael Bisping's glazing the striking of Khalil Rountree, saying that he's a more technical striker than Rountree. I mean, than Jamahal Hill. But the only reason you're saying he's a more technical striker is because he's a Muay Thai fighter. His fighting style is striking. Well, Jamahal Hill is all over the place. He has so many levels to his game. So yeah, you could say that Khalil Rountree has more technical striking. But bro, watch him get pieced up in this one. And then you're going to have to call Jamahal Hill striking technical, whether you like it or not. Oh, it pisses me off that the commentators are allowed to pick favorites and commentate whatever they want. They just be yapping, bro. Bisping in DC. Bro, there was a fight going on, and for 2.5 minutes of the fight, Bisping was talking about all the walks that he's been on in Baku and the different restaurants and foods that he's been eating. I'm like, these two are just throwing down hands in the middle of the ring, and you were talking about the walk and how fast you've been walking. Nobody gives a about your walks, Bisping, and what restaurants you've been to in Baku while a fight's happening, at least. Like, do a podcast, let us switch positions, you know, I'll go commentate the fight. I'll just talk about the fight. Nobody cares about me. I'll talk about the fight. But this is the thing. Bisping and DC, they think the whole world loves them and that they're the most important people in the world. Bro, you guys had great careers. We love you. But commentating, just leave it to the commentators, bro. When he started talking about his walks, I was saying the same thing. Bro, it happened. I swear he was talking about it for like 2 minutes. It was pissing me off. Oh, is Rountree yes, he trains with John Wood. Look at the coaches in his corner of Rountree. It's elite. It's elite coaching in that corner, man. But the coaches can't fight for you, unfortunately. Rountree trains with John Wood, yes. 34 versus 35, 6'4 versus 6'1. Reach advantage for Jamahal Hill. Like, bro, if he's the more technical striker in this fight, are people going to be like, whoa, that blown away from that? Like, I don't get it. The disrespect on this guy, I don't get it. He still is an underdog, though. He still is an underdog. At least on whatever bookie they're using for the UFC. Oh, it's around. Introducing first. Oh, no, I thought I hit that perfect timing. It's Herb Dean.
For those in attendance at UFC fans watching around the world, this is the
Khalil Rountree just gulped. He just went. He gulped. He gulped. He's scared. Jamahal Hill is going to beat this man up, I think. I'm boosting him so hard now. I really think he's going to put a whooping on this guy, though. Let's go. Hill about to dribble that ball that I had off the canvas. Let's go. Introducing first. Let's go. This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick. Bro, Jamahal about to beat this man up like he's a little brother at Thanksgiving and his mama got a hop in to save Khalil. Yes, 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 bro. Yes, bro. He's gonna make him look like a little bro right now. Junior. Come on, Jamahal Hill, bro. Jamahal Hill by knockout, guys. Show the Ekron. Unfortunately, I can't pirate for you, bro. But you could look up the here is kick. Don't know what you're saying, bro. But we're about to watch the main event of UFC Baku. Bro, he walked out to Young Dolph. That skyrocketed my confidence in Hill. Just don't let me down. Not illegal. It's the main event of the fight card. Just look it up on Crack Streams or Stream East. I'm not going to be showing it. Not going to be showing it. I'm not going to be showing it. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. Go watch it. Crack streams. It's about to start. It's about to start right now. Crack streams. Stream East. Punch him already, Barkley says. I'm just on the face-off right now, guys. I might be a little bit behind here. Oh, yeah, it's lagging a bit. I'm definitely behind a few minutes. I'll refresh it after the first round. Oh, no glove touch. No glove touch. Do it for the hood. Yes, bro. No glove touch. Oh, I love Jamahal Hill here. I love it. You pissed off the wrong one. You pissed off the wrong one, Khalil Rountree. My name's Khalil Rountree. Stick to singing, buddy. Stick to singing, buddy. Come on. Wow, Khalil's just walking hands down. Boo! Boo, Khalil! Oh, I don't like this guy anymore. The way he's disrespecting Jamahal Hill. Is he just going to stand here like Yoel Romero? He is. What a bum. He's just going to Yoel Romero this whole fight. Stand and not strike and just, oh, what a bum. What a bum. Oh, no doubt you think you're not going to come out of this fight with any damage because you're not going to throw any damage, buddy. 30 seconds in, not one strike thrown. What a main event. Ooh, nice feint jab from Rountree that didn't land. Oh, my goodness. Wow, so technical. Timo, yes, Yoel Romero, for sure. This guy is literally a bum. He won't get a main event if this is how he's bringing. He's not bringing no fight, bro. And if I'm Jamahal Hill, fuck it. Let him do this. Let him just bounce around and be on the outside and not throw a fucking strike. Who cares? Nice leg kick from Jamahal Hill. Nice. What was that strike from Rountree? What was that strike? Oh, my goodness. Dude, I never hated Rountree, but he's been pissing me off during media week. And now that he entered this fight, walking down, hands down, not bringing the fight. What a bum, bro. What a bum. He really thinks like he's got the world's strongest right hand or something. Like he really believes that he's just got like this insane knockout power to his game. Bro, who have you knocked out, bro? He has like 2 knockouts, I swear, bro. Maybe I'm hating. Breathe. Yeah, Khalil really taking his time. 2 minutes of his time, actually, to not throw anything. Bro got knocked the fuck out last fight, acting like he won the belt. For real, bro. Acted like he's the pound-for-pound GOAT after that fight. I won 2 rounds against Alex Pereira. I am the GOAT. Break that nose again, Hill. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's going to – I hope he opens up the scar tissue for sure. He should be able to. He is also level 156 in occult. That's got to be higher than Dom Cruz. Charles Barkley, man, don't crack me up. Both kicking their legs really good. It's strictly just a kickboxing match so far.
Title shot against Alex Pereira. John Wood, Georgia's MMA coach of the year.
So here's my thing. Khalil Rountree said, I'm going to make this look easy. Any way I want to beat him is how I'm going to beat him. Bro is not doing anything. He's literally pulling a Yoel Romero. It is disgusting to watch. But this is his fight style. He stands very straight up and just boxes pretty much. Kickboxes. Muay Thai. Come on, Hill. 5 rounds to beat this guy. To punish this guy, bro. Come on, Hill. Ooh, both of them throw bombs. They both throw very, very, very heavy shots. This is a good one. Nice uppercut from Hill. Nice uppercut. Let's go. Come on, man. My stream's lagging. I know it's probably first round's probably done already.
Again, these are opportunities that now you gotta think also for Jamahal. Whilst he's fought nothing but 4
Oh, Khalil Rountree is going for the dirty knee strike, too. This guy fights like a... Oh, my gosh, bro. His only strike that he's looking to land right now against Hill is a devastating knee dislocation. Like, what a greasy way to fight. Pathetic round. No Wario mentality. He's literally trying to fight a dirty, slow fight. Like, disgusting. Disgusting. I'm not a fan of this fight style at all. Just trying to destroy his legs and, like, it's just, ugh. Man, so disappointing, bro. So disappointing from Rountree. You think this guy would talk all this shit and actually bring the fight to this guy, but he's not. I'm refreshing my stream right now with 40 seconds left. I want to start this second round at the right time. Assuming that nobody gets knocked out in the last 40 seconds of round one, we should be good. I'm just so disappointed in Rountree. Yep, they're standing off for the second round, so perfect timing on that. Let's go. Come on. Breezy, go on Stream East, crack streams. It's on there, bro. You can find this for free for sure anywhere online easily. But I'm watching on Sportsnet Plus. Oof. Second round just starting off right now. Close first round. I got 440 in the second round right now. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Ooh, Khalil's actually landing some shots now in the second. I'm not going to lie. And people are saying he won the first round too. Fuck. Just like, even if he wins here, it's just boring, bro. It's just so boring. And it's hard to figure out if you're Jamahal Hill because he's just pacing and pacing and pacing. Like Yoel Romero. It's like, what are you going to do against somebody who's just standing straight up and not moving? I don't know, man. This is crazy. Just think he's more fast. I got Hill too, bro. I really do. I've been saying Hill all week. Oh, but he is getting his leg beat up by Khalil Rountree now. Yeah. Wow, good stuff, Rountree. You were able to kick his leg 30 times in the first 2 rounds and you won. Like, that's disgusting, bro. Just winning from leg kicks. Yeah, Jamahal Hill looks like he has his calf has grown like twice the size. Jeez. Jeez. Those freaking leg kicks from Khalil Rountree. That's his game. Leg kicks. If you can't defend the leg kicks of Khalil Rountree, you're not going to beat him. But once Khalil fights a wrestler, once he fights anybody else who brings something different than striking, he's done. He's so done. Judge has been terrible all night. Total hometown bias. Who knows who won that first round on their cards, but I got Hill up 1-0. I just think the leg kicks were too much. I think it won him the first round, and I think it's winning Khalil the second round too. It's too much on the leg kicks, I think. Khalil Rountree really needs to start doing some. I mean, Jamahal Hill has to put in some damage to Khalil because we know that Jamahal Hill is hurt. Khalil hasn't been phased once during this fight yet. But, man, he's just bouncing around the ends of the octagon, not bringing the fight at all, kicking his leg. It's so boring, bro. How do you cheer for a fight like this? Is worse than watching a wrestler, dude. This is actually pissing me off. Like, it's not like I have any hatred towards this guy. I just hate how he did his media day, and I hate that he's fighting the style of fight that he's fighting.
Khalil's going to cut the cage off. So Jamal's going to cut the cage off. When Khalil's circling like this.
Have you punched yourself today? Jamal landed the heavier leg kicks in the first, plus better punches. We'll see. Hopefully he won the first. Yes, he does, Bisping. He does have to put some combos together for real. But it's a close fight still. That leg kick, though. Nice, Hill. Nice. Wow, Bisping, you're such an expert. His leg is hurt. Yes. You're such a professional analyst, bro. I can't. That's wow. What a great analysis right there. Yes. Yes. Yes, Jamal. Yes. Make it messy, bro. Because you see how he recovered from that with his hands down. If he's constant with this combo there, he can land. He can land. He can win that. He can put him away.
He's got to start putting more together, though.
Look, when he jogs forward, he's first. Back to Khalil up, he's starting to have success. Now you got to wonder, is Khalil hurt?
Khalil's not hurt, but nice body shot from Hill. Mix it up. Oh, that calf kick, though. That calf kick is going to win him this fight, I think.
Because he knows when Hill starts to attack, he's going to do so himself.
Man, he's just running away. You need to penalize that, ref. How is a fighter allowed to just run away? How is he allowed to do that? How is he allowed to run away like that? How is he allowed to run away like that? He's not bringing the fight at all. This is so embarrassing if I'm Khalil Rountree. You're relying on a leg kick to win you a fight, bro. What the? How does he expect to have fans cheer for him when he's running away? Oh my gosh. And you know his ego is going to be so inflated if he gets the win here. He's going to think he's the world's best fighter in the world. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Calling for a title shot, calling for a Pereira rematch. Like, bro, you leg kicked this guy.
Straight shots. Straight shots. Those straight shots.
That is disgusting. Running for 30 seconds needs to be a point taken away, bro. That is gross. Should never be able to just land. All his strikes this round were just kicks. They were just kicks. They were just kicks to the foot. Oh, I'm so disappointed in Hill. I mean, in Rountree. So disappointed in this guy. I'm never going to cheer for him ever again. If this is how he fights, like, this is disgusting, man. We all were fans of him after the Pereira fight. He's not fighting that kind of fight here. Just running away and kicking his leg. Yeah, bro. Wow, so exciting.
Jamal had some success there. So the punching power. And I think we saw the effects of it on Khalil as well. He kind of backed up a little bit, obviously, at the end of the round. He was dancing away. I guess he didn't want to take a chance, but also.
Oh my gosh, Khalil Rountree landed a punch. He landed a punch. Oh my gosh. Give him a title shot. Oh my gosh. This is pissing me off. Oh yeah, Rountree staying patient. Great game. Great game plan. Staying patient. I have a 19-19 going into the third. I agree. I think Hill won that second round. Some people are saying 2018 Rountree, though. Breezy, appreciate the like, brother. Thank you.
But also forcing action whilst doing so.
This one's got me heated. Like, I wish I was on the edge of my seat, but I'm just not. I'm just like pissed off. Boo! That's what you'd be hearing from me in this third round. There we go, Hill. It only takes one. I think he could literally get the knockout here on Rountree. I swear.
responsible.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think he's a one-hit wonder. It's just a horrible game plan. You should be mixing up some takedown attempts. You're not showing him anything. So obviously he's going to continue to pick up your leg and slap your hands away because you're not mixing up levels or anything. Jamahal Hill did say he was going to kick him in the head. He just went for it there. Nice. Oh, Khalil Rountree knocked him down. They both landed big there, though. Come on, make it dirty here. Come on, Hill. Oh, I hate how he's kicking his knee in, too. Like, that's such a gross shot that could end careers, you know? That could end somebody's career. He's a dirty fighter. It's a dirty, dirty fighter. Oh, nice. That's nice, Lab. Maybe try tomorrow to not do that, and yeah, that would maybe make your day a little better. Come on, Hill. Nice. Nice. When Jamahal Hill hits him, he reacts. He's getting responses from Khalil. So imagine if he throws a combo together instead of just one punch, you know? You might actually be able to do something.
Much in the way of volume on either side. Rountree Jr. still working the leg kicks. Landed another 5 in this round. Thought he left hand from Rountree.
Oh, nice body kick from Rountree, actually. Yeah, I mean, Jamahal Hill has better levels in his game, but he's not doing better with the kicks, with the body shots. He's just constantly looking for the head. Yeah, he might be the beginning of the end here in the third round for Hill. Yikes. Sorry to everyone who I said bet Jamahal Hill. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll still see, though, but still 2 more rounds. Still 2 more rounds here, guys. His right calf looks so crazy. It looks so crazy.
Moments like this is where Jamahal has to capitalize.
Khalil just knocked him down bad. Oh, no. Hill's going to have to knock him out or win these last 2 rounds for sure. Why is Khalil Rountree just run away for the last 30 seconds of each round, though? That's so bad, bro. How do you cheer for somebody like that? How do you cheer for somebody who runs away? Oh, my gosh, dude. He's run away for like minutes out of this fight. He's been on his back foot for minutes out of this fight. Running. That is gross, man. That is gross. Oh, my gosh. Khalil Rountree. Telling you what, he's not putting on this kind of fight against Ankalaev. He's going to always lose to Alex Pereira.
So we just saw a very dominant round for Khalil Rountree.
Let's see if Khalil Rountree versus Carlos Alberg, though, after this. I know he won't want that fight. He's going to be saying, oh, I'm the best. I deserve a title shot. I'm not going to fight until I get a title shot or Alex Pereira. Bro is going to – he should fight Carlos Alberg next.
Bisping and Alan Joban to break down tonight's action on the post show, plus John Gooden chats with the big winners from Baku. UFC action never stops.
Still a fight, still 2 rounds. Not looking good for Hill, but you know, he's been able to rock him a few times, I think. He's been able to stun Khalil Rountree. He does have that puncher's chance.
These corners stay right in the center, maybe come at you. Trying to land some big power punches.
He's not washed, bro. He's not washed. He's just boxing with somebody who's using more tools than he is. He's just boxing. He's barely throwing that kick. He's standing straight up and he's boxing somebody who's gonna stand with you. It's just so weird. Like Khalil, he'll land a leg kick or a jab, and then he'll walk back like 5 steps and slowly start to come back in. It's very strange. He's going super wide out of distance and then blitzing in like MVP. That leg kick was deadly. That leg kick was deadly.
Very smart. I'm sure this is the game plan that they came up with. And you got to respect the danger coming from Jamahal Hill, but I'd like to see him just start upping the tempo a little bit.
Oh! Right body to left, upper overhand. Oh, and again with the overhand and feinting the overhand. Khalil's just looking much better. He's going head, body kick, head, body kicks, body, head kicks. Well, Jamahal Hill is just boxing. He is just boxing. Just looking for that overhand right. It's unfortunate because now he's too far behind in the fight to mix up anything. He had so many opportunities in the first 2 rounds to mix up his game plan, maybe shoot a takedown, but yeah. I guess he might be washed, I guess. That overhand left from Khalil Rountree is landing every time he throws it. And what? We're only seeing a straight left hand from Jamahal Hill. That's all we're seeing is a jab.
Again, just giving him so many different weapons to think about. That push kick to the lead left leg.
The push kick is nasty. The push kick to the knee should be banned, I think. That's career ending.
Of the 5-fight win streak, and really put him among the elite in this division.
Guys, this sucks. This sucks.
2025, and since that title fight with Alex Medina, Khalil Rountree Jr. promised us that he's leveled up. More of a focus on what it takes to be championship level. That is what he has shown through the first 4 rounds. The reality is, though,
what's the reality, Bisping?
He's still a threat. He still has power.
That's true.
Very aware.
Like Hill, what are you waiting for at this point? What are you waiting for? I didn't think it was going to be such a standstill of a fight. I thought these guys would be throwing back and forth. The kind of combos that Khalil Rountree's landing, I thought Jamahal Hill would be landing those too. But he's not. He's not even throwing them. They're booing it. Nothing's happening. Buddy, nothing's happening. Jeez. Khalil Rountree is he split up a bit? Yeah, it's that same scar tissue. And it's just all that Jamahal Hill is looking at. He just wants to bust open that little scar. Have Khalil Rountree remember that overhand left again. He's trying to have Khalil remember him when he wakes up in the morning, but Maybe Khalil was right. He's really not being able to do anything against him. Oh! Oh, now he's going to run away for the next 30 seconds. Holy shit. Like, right when fucking Jamal Hill lands something significant, Rountree just on the back foot running away.
He needs some punishment for it. He barely keep his feet. Chop down.
Oh, 10 seconds left. Might as well just run away. Oh, no, he actually cut Jamal Hill with the overhand right there. Damn. Damn, bro. He's only up by 20 significant strikes. Wow. It's a lot closer. Yeah, maybe we see a head kick knockout here in the 5th round from Jamal Hill. Clip it. 5th round, head kick knockout. Jamal Hill knocks out Khalil Rountree. Head kick, like Leon Edwards.
This fight night is presented by Bud Light. 5th and final round in our main event. UFC's first trip to Baku, Azerbaijan.
He's got to catch him with a shot that he doesn't see coming. He's seen everything. He's telegraphing everything. Huge body shots from Hill. I mean, from Rountree. Bouncing around the outside, leg kicking, and then acting like you're the truth is the lamest shit ever. Charles Barkley took the words out my mouth, brother. He's going to act like he should be pound for pound #1, title shot next. Like, he's going to act like he's the biggest, best fighter in the world. Bro didn't. He ran. He was on his back foot. Okay, I'm boosting a little bit. He's looking really good. He is looking really good. But there's moments in this fight where it's just like, you can't do these things that he's doing against Jamal Hill against other guys. I don't know. I think Jamal Hill got a little aggravated with something that happened right there. I think he like put his fingers in his mouth or something. Alex's son. They're both Alex's sons. Yes, most scorecards have it 4-0 for Khalil Rountree. Damn, you don't want to lose a unanimous decision here. Knock him out, Hill. Knock him out, bro. You got to let it go.
Single shots from Jamal aren't going to do it, certainly not with their jabs.
Got to take a shot here. I'd shoot a double leg. I'd try something different. Like, what's even the point? Neither of them beating Magomed. That's true. That's true. I think they got to book Khalil Rountree versus Carlos Alberg after this fight. But we're going to have to deal with Khalil Rountree saying, I deserve a title shot. I deserve it. I'm not fighting until I get my title. Bro, fight Carlos Alberg. That guy's right there too. I literally think Jan Blachowicz brings a harder fight than Jamal Hill did. Because he'd actually mix in some takedown attempts and he'd actually mix in some stuff. And he wouldn't have his legs so chewed up, you know? I think Jan Blachowicz literally fights Khalil Rountree better than this, which is crazy. Because I was really hype on Jamal Hill, man. Oh, it might be over for Jamal. It's going to be Jamal Hill versus Dominic Reyes next. And it's going to be Khalil Rountree versus Carlos Alberg. That left hand almost landed. Hill should retire, low-key. I think he could beat Dominic Reyes.
At this point, take unnecessary risks.
It's just a jab from Jamal Hill. I think John Jones would win that fight. But I don't know. I'd have to see how his training camp is, how long he has to do his training camp and stuff like that. But Aspinall could pretty much beat anybody in the world. When do you think about it? Aspinall is a pretty dangerous guy. I think he's more dangerous than Jones is. I just think the experience and it would show in that fight from John Jones for sure. It wouldn't be a first-round finish for Tom.
But this is what we sign up for on the flip side, you know? Good shots.
Feel like it would either end round one or by decision. Yeah. I mean, we've only seen it go round ones for Tom Aspinall, so that makes sense. Wow, and they won't even look at each other. Khalil doesn't even want to shake his hand. Terrible card, and Khalil made the main event a snooze fest. On God. On everything. Wow, so Hill's calling him out after the fight saying he's running away and stuff, and he says, you're not easy to read, so I had to protect myself. He's pissed off that Khalil Rountree fought the kind of fight he fought, and he should be. Because there was moments in this fight where it was complete dog shit from Khalil Rountree. Yeah, he had amazing combos. Yes, he landed some crazy combos. He landed insane leg kicks. He looked very good in this fight. He showed different striking attempts where Jamal Hill was looking one-dimensional. He didn't look that way. But, bro, not impressive in my book. Not impressive. Not impressive. You're not going to fight that kind of fight against Carlos Alberg, against Magomed, against Alex Pereira, against anybody in the top 5, except for Jamal Hill. Do I see anyone beating Magomed? I do. His name's Alex Poatan Pereira. I do think he could get his revenge. He's training really hard right now. Similar to how Izzy knocked him out in the revenge fight, you know, he'll be backed up on the clinch like he was in the first fight, and he'll get him off of him, and he'll knock out Magomed. That's my prediction. Regain his title, and then I was hoping that they would rebook Jamal Hill versus Pereira, but they're going to have to do a number 1 contender fight with Alberg versus Khalil Rountree. I'm actually training with Alex's mom. Hell yeah. Their whole family are just warriors. Even his sons are turning into warriors. His sister, absolute warrior. That's amazing. You're gonna learn that left hand. Then you're gonna learn this. That's awesome, bro. Wow, Jamahal Hill's shocked that he didn't even win one round. He lost all 5 rounds. I want to hear what Jamahal says, bro. Magomed versus Jones. Nah. Jones versus Pereira, maybe. Oh, who would win? Probably John Jones. John Jones would win that. He wouldn't get clinched up like Alex Pereira got clinched up. He wouldn't get that. He wouldn't.
Before I answer that, I just want to say thank you, Baku. Baku, you guys have been amazing, honestly. To come back, inshallah, I come back. But thank you guys. You guys have made this an amazing experience. Mike, I told you from the beginning, I didn't come in here underestimating Jamahal. I had full belief in myself and my abilities, but I didn't underestimate him. Also, like,
Jones by spinning elbow, eye poke, and double oblique kick.
This one, it's like to kind of make different decisions. I don't have to go. I got to do what I got to do. And if I'm winning the round, I can secure that. Be a smart, professional, championship level fighter, and that's how champions think.
Oh, yeah, champions are boring nowadays. You're right. Dude, he's right. He fought patient. There was times where he was being patient and smart, but running away, how he started the fight, just ridiculous, bro. You can't be doing that. Nobody's going to cheer for you. Nobody's going to want to see you succeed, bro. I'm sorry. You could be the nicest person outside the octagon. You could spend time with fans before the week. But, bro, how he handled his media, his ego, how he fought this fight, I'm done with this guy.
That said, you just got to win over a former champion. Who do you want next?
Carlos Arlberg is the only fight he should have next. I'm going to wait for my title. Bro, you're 7th ranked. You're 7th ranked. What are you talking about?
I would say, I want to be a champion. So, whatever's next, I know there's things that, there's things that need to be done. But for me, if I had to fight Magomed Ankalaev next, I would do it. If I have to fight somebody in between that, I'll do it. But whatever gets me closer to getting that belt again, or fighting for the belt again.
Hill goes to middleweight. He ain't winning a title. That would be a good move if he went to middleweight. That would actually be a good move for his career. Book him against Israel Adesanya at middleweight, and if he wins against Izzy, put him in the top 5, give him another good matchup, and maybe he goes for a title run. But not if he's fighting like that.
Doing all the right things and to embody what it takes to be a champion before actually achieving it. He passed the test tonight. Khalil Rountree Jr.
No mic for Hill. No mic for Jamahal Hill, Bisbane. Of course not. He picks favorites. Joe Rogan would have interviewed both, but Michael Bisping, he just wants to pick favorites. It's just literally he was biased commentating that whole fight. It was just disgusting. I don't know how he continued to be commentating these fights. Bro, I just lost 12K on Jamahal Hill. Bro, I literally been saying Jamahal Hill all week too, bro. Not gonna lie, I lost some money tonight, or today. Well, Cancun, all you could do is never quit. Once you quit, that's when you really lose. So what I'd say is I'd down the bet a little bit for next week. I'm in the same boat, bro. I'm literally every week I lose about $500 to UFC. So I'm not 12K, but I'm around 7. All I could say to you, bro, is continue to bet. Just down your you don't need to be losing 12K on one fight, you lose a couple hundred. Pre-ACL tear, he was so athletic, bro. I know, bro. Or it wasn't even an ACL tear, it was his Achilles, bro. It was his Achilles. And I had the same thing. I was a football player. I ruptured my Achilles, and now I'm cooked. Never be the same. And I guess Jamahal Hill will never be the same. Yep, he needs to change something. For sure he needs to change something, man. Why bet 12K on this sleeper? I know, bro. That is bad. Bro, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to the gym today. You're gonna eat something good. You're gonna try feeling good, making yourself body, your mind feel good. You're gonna go in front of the sun. You're gonna say, I'm blessed today that I could even put myself in a position to bet something like that. Move forward, not look back, and not hold that on you, because I've lost a lot of money gambling. Just move forward, bro. That's all I could say. His boxing defense still was great. His head movement, good. He's just too slow and flat-footed now. He's very flat-footed. He's very one-dimensional. He's very standing up straight. His chin's always there to get hit. He didn't mix up his shots to the body. He didn't mix up his head kicks enough as he said he was going to. So, tough one. Only way of coming back of this is putting it all on Aspinall if they fight. No, bro. Ilia Topuria, Roy Val, Pantoja. That's the parlay for next week. Pantoja, Roy Val, Ilia Topuria. That's my parlay for next week. We'll see if it continues. Pop until Thursday live show. I'm going to really break down like those UFC 317 for next week. If Royval sells, I'm going to be homeless. Joshua Van is really good. He's really good, bro. But I think he's been training to fight against the champ, right? So I'm viewing this fight similar to like how we saw Steve Erceg versus Brandon Moreno. Steve Erceg was a good underdog. He put up a good fight, but Moreno was just too much at the top. And I think Royval is just too much at the top for Van, even though I think Van is better than Steve Erceg. I would have loved to see Steve Erceg versus Joshua Van. That could have been fun. Or Brandon Royval or Brandon Moreno versus Joshua Van. But I guess they really want to give him a title shot after Kai Kara France. And then, yeah. We'll join the live on Thursday, bro. We'll discuss this. I have a partner who also analyzes the fights, and we do a live show on Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So we'll get into the insider betting for UFC 317 on Thursday next week. Hill used to use him, but it's different division now. Yeah, bro, it's a different division, bro. He used to be him, and now he's just not so much him. He was him when he was beating up Glover and Johnny Walker and Thiago Santos, and now it's just different times, different division. You're completely right. Well, guys, that was it. That was another successful UFC watch party. Azerbaijan, Baku, Fazeev. What a great performance. So happy to see that he got that one. Khalil Rountree didn't fight the fight that he said he was going to. I mean, some of those combos were magnificent, but I was expecting something crazier. Curtis Blades just sneaking in a sneaky decision win there with the third round. Labai getting the first round submission. Kimura on Tafik coming up from Bellator, making his UFC debut. That was pretty sick. Nazim Sadikov looked amazing, got that second round TKO. That was really, really good. Up against the cage, knocked him out clean. Tagir Ulanbekov, he won a close split decision as well. That was a war, which is controversial in a way because the other guy landed 3 takedowns. Tagir landed 0, landed more strikes. So it's kind of controversial. Muhammad Usman won a decision on the prelims as well. The Turtle, Park Young, John Young. What a good performance from the Turtle. Took an illegal knee in the second round. 2-point point deduction from Ismail Nurdiev, and he lost the decision there. Ko Sank Hyun on the main event of the prelims beat Oban Elliott. He was a huge underdog. Oban Elliott was favored for that. So honestly, there's been some good fights on this card. I'm going to rank this card probably like it was better than last week's, better than Gonna rate this one a 7.8. A 7.8. Did not hit the 8s. It was kind of boring at times. Actually, I'm 7.7. 7.7 just because how boring those prelims were. Decision. Opening up the main card. Decision. And then we got a knockout. Submission. Decision. So, or actually, I was tripping. I was reading that wrong. We had how many decisions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decisions. Yeah, we're going to bump this down to a 7.6. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. If it's later where you are, enjoy your evening. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day, get up some posts for Inside Fighting. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Pick Show, Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check that out. We're going to break down UFC 317, and then I'll be live reacting to those fights next week as well on Saturday. So tune in for that. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who commented, shared the live. Take care. Peace.